It's not a game. I'm not a robot. And I challenging you. I'm not a phantom. I'm in your face and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, what just multiply? Got the flame right. It's time. As the power grows, try to stop us shows. Like the squiggle time. Stop
Yeah,
Hello?
I'm on stream.
What's up?
I need to show you something. And I need to show chat at the same time.
Okay.
Guess what I did this morning?
What?
Guess what I did this morning? Like fucking 30 seconds ago.
What'd you do?
I got him.
What?
I fucking got him.
What are you talking about?
Look. Can you see this?
No.
Yep. I fucking got his ass. I smoked him.
Yes. Why are you holding him?
Yeah, you see that? Bastard's dead. Super dead. Get him the fuck out of my house. The wasp, he's gone. Like that?
What the fuck?
I ripped his body in half.
Jesus.
Yep. And now I'm gonna eat him.
Wow.
I'm gonna eat him.
I hope
You have this?
delicious.
You have this?
Don't.
Okay, I'll see you. We got his ass, boys. He's fucking dead. Yep. The bastard's fucking dead. I ripped his body in half. Got to stream. I shit you not. Got to stream. I shit you not. Got to stream like 6 minutes ago. He was buzzing around he was just buzzing around. I was just angry. I just punched him out of the air. I just fucking punched him. I punched him and he died. And he fell on the fucking ground. I just bodied his ass. Well, it took me like 3 hits. Took me like 3 hits. It wasn't 1 punch. It was more like 3 punch. Still, all I'm saying is, bro, I fucking knocked his ass out. He's dead as fuck. I'm gonna deliver him to his ancestors. I'm putting him outside, but I want you guys to see this little bastard ruined my fucking life the other day. Hey, any more fuckers come to my house, I'll kill you. I'm gonna send him to his ancestors. Get out of here. There you go. You know what? No. I'm closing the window on his body so he can never escape. And now I'm going to open the other window that has a screen on it. Fuck him. Yep. That's what happens, man. -1 stream sniper. Hassan sent his best men. He sent his best stream sniper and I just fucking killed him. Yeah, good try, buddy. Nice try, buddy. Gonna take a little bit more than that to take me down, buddy boy. I wasn't even scared. Yeah, send his body back home like you're in the fucking mafia. That's what I'm saying, man. Anyways, he's fucking dead. Tectone, this dude is insane. Love this fucking guy. Great, man. I hope you love fucking this guy because that's what your mom's gonna be doing later. Anyways, good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a pleasant, whoa, who is this chick? Wait, is that the new chick in Wizardry? Oh.
To me. Yes.
That's okay.
Leave this to me. Yes.
I mean, the yes dialogue is like super hot. Oh, fuck. Why does she sound like she's about to come? Why did she do that?
Yes.
Fuck, I also love tan bitches, bro. Fuck. Tan bitches with white hair are so hot. Do we get her? I don't think we do. I don't think she's better than Lana Vale. I don't. I think we skip. I think we skip for sure. Plus like my team's already so good. I feel like I just don't need her. Be careful, my mom's dead. Oh, that's okay, man. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind. I don't judge. I'm just down for anybody. Are you going to pull a Kachona today? Yes, I am. Yeah, we're getting Kachona 100% today. I think it's releasing in like an hour, right? I'm probably not going to play on release, but I'll probably play like 2 hours after release. But yeah, we got a lot to go through. I have already done. Let's see this if I can show you guys this. I have already walked 4,400 steps. I've already done 2 miles. I went for a swim. I got into the hot tub and we were chilling. Ironically, you got banned for calling someone fat, but this is okay for Twitch, which is what?
You are justified in attempting citizen's arrest.
What? What is this?
This is not my idea, by the way. On war crimes and genocide.
Wait, what? Who is this? Oh, Mike from PA. Why do we care about this guy? What's the lore? Why do we care? Do we know? Or like, what is it? Hassan Orbiter? I've never seen this guy. Well, no. Oh, wait. Ain't this the guy who was like trying to like kill people or some shit? Like, ain't this the dude who was like, yeah, we need to kill this guy. I'll put a $10,000 bounty on this guy. Yeah? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Well, so who's he saying we're going to kill this time?
Everyone has the right to arrest or detain a criminal. And defending genocide is the same thing as doing it. Universal jurisdiction is a legal
I just don't
principle
think that's
allowing states
true.
to prosecute individuals for certain serious crimes such as genocide, war crimes,
I
and
feel
crime
like there's
against humanity,
a very big
regardless of where the
difference.
crime occurred or the nationality of the perpetrator or victim. Every single human being in the entire planet has the right to try to effectuate a citizen's arrest under the principle of...
Hold up. How many viewers does this guy get? I'm genuinely curious. This guy genuinely seems like one of the most mentally unwell streamers I've ever seen. Am I crazy here? Being a CC, I gotta ask, how do you deal with all your fucking haters? Oh, well, you just like wait like 3 days and then they all get bored and they just stop. Right? It's really that easy. And then you have what's even better, which is, okay, this is what's even better. You have the haters that will shit on you for 3 days, and then they'll get bored and stop because they realize nothing's going to happen because you didn't do anything. And then you have what's better. You get these people who become obsessed with you and never stop talking about you, and then they just look crazy. And then when people look into the people who hate you, and then you see the crazy people at the forefront, and you're like, oh, this guy's been doing this for a year and nobody cares, and he just seems retarded. Well, then that's even better, right? Because then I can have delusional haters, which make me seem more in the right. Right? So the only real way to actually take down someone is if they actually have legitimate means to like obliterate your career. But as long as you're not retarded and do something horrible, then you're fine, right? That's why you just like never really worry about it, right? But the problem is that so many content creators think that, oh, I got slightly misinterpreted and now everybody's angry at me, my career's over. No, I mean, at the end of the day, the only person who can cancel you is you. That's it. Nobody else can do it, right? So as long as you've never done anything horrible, or even more so, as long as you've never done anything horrible that you can't live with, you can pretty much never be canceled, ever, right? Because, I mean, I'll be real, guys. We already know who the real monsters are. We already know who the real bad guys are. And we all understand who everybody pretends the bad people are. And we understand when it comes from a place of truthfulness versus a place of delusion, because there's a lot of people, and I want to make this very clear. When you know that someone's made it their entire identity to destroy someone and all they do is reach and reach and reach and reach, that's when these people get discredited. That's why, like, there's like a fine line. Let's think about this, for example. So the reason why Asmongold will never get fucked over by Hassan is because Hassan, when he goes after these people, he does fallacies, fan fictions, untruthful statements, blatant misrepresentations of the truth. He says, oh, he wants all Mexicans to die. He hates all Indians. He killed his mom. He's a pedophile. And I'll be real, bro. 99 times out of 100, when someone's saying we need to cancel this person because they committed a crime, it's usually just like not the truth. And I'm hopefully at this point, everybody knows that shit. And that's the thing that really sucks these days, is that we're in a position where allegations have like 99 times out of 100 been proven false, which really sucks, because that does really hurt when people actually are victims. That's why I don't support any woman or man who has ever come out with false allegations, untruthful false allegations. It's fucking terrible, right? Because it makes real victims not be able to get the help they need. It's fucking awful. But then when, someone like Nux or Dan Saltman goes after Hassan, it's actually having a legitimate effect, because they're not going after him with falsities. They're going after him with the truth. And there's no exaggerations, right? But the big benefit that Hassan has is the horrible shit that he's done seems so incredibly preposterous that people might believe that it's false. It's very hard to believe that a man has actually bragged about going to a Diddy party. It's very hard to believe that he's actually gone to a brothel that was sex trafficked with kids, right? And they're so outrageous. A direct quote from Hassan is, old enough to count, old enough to mount. It's fucking insane, right? So that's the benefit that he has, is that Hassan is such an actual supervillain that people might just think, oh, they're just making shit up. But it's true. They're his own words, right? And that's pretty much how you deal with the haters, right? And that's why I'm just never really worried about him. Hassan even called Asmund white supremacy.
Fatigue. Oh yeah. Asmongold is entertaining the new meta of black fatigue, which is like, I'm sorry, the lamest fucking way to be a white supremacist. Just say it. Just say the N-word, dude. Like that shit is so frustrating, where it's like, you're such a fucking pussy that on the one hand you're like you can't.
How does bro go live and say that? Also, what the fuck is black fatigue? What are we even talking about here? Black fatigue. Black fatigue is a term to describe physical, emotional, and psychological toll of systemic racism among black people. It's a feeling of exhaustion that comes from the constant need to navigate a world where they face systemic discrimination and marginalization, as well as the constant need to explain their experience to others who may not understand and acknowledge their suffering. I don't get it. Well, I don't understand. I don't get it. It should have just made at this point. That's not what it is. Well, so then what is it? Well, then what does it mean then? Wrong definition? Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't pull up the right definition of a word. Asmund called out that chatter immediately and shot it down. I was there. He specifically spoke out against it. Guys, I want to make this very clear. Nobody here thinks that Asmongold's a racist. You don't got to defend him. You don't got to have his back. We all know Hassan's full of shit, right? You don't need to worry about what this guy says. You don't need to bring receipts to disprove what he says. Everybody already knows Hassan's full of shit. We all understand that Asmund's a good dude, and we don't need to worry about that shit here. Okay, everything's gonna be okay. You're not a part of these streams where we're gonna buy in to the falsities, right? You're safe here, guys. Welcome to salvation. Welcome to twitch.tv/Tectone, where we are above the bullshit. It's great. Asmund told the chatters that it's not black fatigue, but bitch fatigue. Damn. Okay, so what is black fatigue then? Why has that dude never been fucking banned? Yeah, it's a great question, man. Why was I banned for fucking 2 weeks over calling somebody fat? I have heard you say that a lot, that vindication will come soon. Is this related to stuff that Dennis was saying about you? Does this mean you can prove the truth? Yes. In a modern context, it's the fatigue that some people feel over constantly having black culture force-fed in the media. Okay, well, that's a very vague term. It sounds like it's a really shitty term, to be completely honest. Yeah, that sounds like it's a really, really, really shitty term. It sounds like a blanket statement that's also like almost too vague for it to really mean anything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just discredit that term entirely. Yeah, I think bitch fatigue definitely is more fitting due to the fact that it's not just black people that bitch all the fucking time. Everybody bitches all the fucking time, bro. It's fucking exhausting. Anyways, let's keep going here.
You just can't fucking openly be racist. You have to just be like, oh, I just have black fatigue. Like, what is this soy white supremacy? If you're going to be a white supremacist, just be a fucking white supremacist.
Isn't this the guy who called Indians shit-skinned and shit-dicked? Hey, Ain't this the guy who's saying he's tired of other people being racist? Is that not a direct quote from Hamas Diddy Piker? Swear to God he said that. He did. Oh, look at that.
This is like, what are we doing? Oh, it's emotional labor that I have to be around black people.
I would pay someone $10,000 if they found me the clip of Asmund saying that. Hey guys, I have a feeling that no one's going to send me that clip. Jesus Christ. This guy is unironically fucking disgusting. It's like comical. He's actually a supervillain. Genuinely. He is actually a supervillain. Holy fuck. It is actually, it's surreal.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what the fuck black fatigue is, it's good that you don't know what it is, but it's like a new TikTok thing. Okay? It's a new TikTok meta of just being racist, saying that you're fatigued by the ways in which black people fucking behave. That's what this is. Gonna get clipped so hard, man. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up about clipping, please. Oh my God. Yeah.
You Weasley little liar, dude. You Weasley little fucking liar, dude.
Yes, I am talking about white supremacy.
You fucking racist piece of shit. You Ethan Klein, you racist piece of shit. Wait, hold up.
My dick. Shut is gonna get clipped so hard, man. Suck my dick.
Oh my God. Hassan sexually assaults his chatter live on stream. Twitch? What? Yo, hello? He just sexually assaulted that person. That minor. He just told a minor in his chat, an alleged minor in his chat, to suck his dick. Twitch, what is going on here? What is going on? I was that chatter. I'm 12. Bro said suck his dick to a 12-year-old live on stream? Bro, Twitch, we need to get on that. We need to get on that. Someone call the police. Mods, get his ass. This is crazy. This is crazy. Insane.
Shut the fuck up about clipping, please. Oh my God. Yes, I am talking about white supremacy.
How does everything this guy do seem so fake? Like, legit, it's like, oh my God, suck my fucking dick. Oh my God, bro, shut the fuck up about clipping. He sounds like a fucking robot sent from Mars to like be the most irrational, idiotic political streamer on the face of the earth, where he thinks just because he's prettier than someone, that makes him more right. Like, this guy is such a pick-me, it's insane. Yo, Tectone, remember when your friends put you in the same tier as Hassan? Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean? What are you referring to? Do you remember when your OTK friends ranked you in the same tier as Hassan? No. I don't know what that is at all. Is there something that I'm missing? Is that a thing? I don't understand why Asmund is giving him so much attention. When you have a guy that has 50,000 viewers coming at you nonstop, it's hard not to respond. Oh, you didn't see that? No, I have no idea what that is. Was that a Nick stream? No, I don't think I've ever seen that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I think in a leaderboard. Bad faith chatter. I mean, that was pre-terror support. What are we talking about here? This is fine on animation leaks. You already reacted. I actually don't remember that at all. 22K viewers actually? Oh, okay, great. Well, feel free to link me that. I have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, let's keep going here. But yeah.
Okay. Yes. In the process of me talking about white supremacy, white supremacist bad faith actors.
You literally tweeted about that? Well, it's kind of slipped my memory. I kind of don't remember that. They ranked you the same as Fine On. This is so sad. Yo, what up, Jenna? Yo, Jenna, move in already, man.
Will clip me out of context to make it seem like I'm actually in favor of white supremacy while I'm in the process of complaining about it. Stop crying.
Yeah, he should probably take his own advice, to be completely fucking honest. Let's keep going here.
Universal jurisdiction for crimes against humanity.
Where the fuck is my YouTube chat? Did I not go live on YouTube? Why can I not see YouTube? Oh, I didn't sign in yet. Oh my God. YouTube chat, are you here? YouTube chat. I need to hear your voice. YouTube chat. Oh, there you are. Oh, I'm so sorry. YouTube chat. I fucking didn't press the fucking connect button. I'm so stupid. There we are. Yo, YouTube. There they are, my beautiful little angels. Man, my chat looks so much better. Like, this chat looks so much better when we can see both chats at the same time. It's so bullshit, man. Like, bro, my chat goes this is what I see all day, by the way. This is what I see all fucking day. I hate it we can't fucking mix them, bro. It sucks. It's so shitty. But yeah, good morning. Don't worry. I see you guys, so all your messages will be read. By the way, I got told earlier that I never read chat. I feel like that's the most bullshit thing of all time. I am constantly reading anything of value from chat. Like, what are we even talking about? Anyways, we got to segregate you guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Twitch hates red people. All right, go, let's keep going here.
Aiding, advocating, and abetting genocide is a crime. And so therefore, every human being is instantly deputized in the entire world to take means to arrest that person and take them to The Hague. That's my opinion on that. So Destiny's reaction to evidence that's irrefutable, that backs up what Palestinians say about how the Israeli military treats them, is to launch into some unhinged conspiracy theory about how they wanted to farm TikTok clips. What the fuck is he talking about? Now, what are the things that's really cool about...
Yeah, I'm going to be real, bro. I would not let this guy anywhere near my kids. Yeah, I definitely just wouldn't, man. Anyways, okay. Well, we got all that out of the way. Good morning, guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Let's get right into all the reacts. This is crazy. Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyways, what's this? I just dislike Pegasus. Pegasus is a fraud. He's a fraud. No. More Pegasus. Yeah, remember when he was complaining about people milking stuff? Yeah. In before, Letters just called me out. Letters situation got first. Electric lied. It's over. It's done. Situation got worse. This video is old as fuck. I'll wait for new shit to come out. Subjectivity, we already have the pull up. We buy Fleur de Lis figure. This is the one where she's naked, bent over, right? Yeah, I'll be real, man. Rover staring up at the ass is insane. I really just feel like you're only gonna come on that, right? So here's the thing, right? If someone were to buy that for me, I'd display it. But if I were to buy that for myself, I mean, guys, I got a girlfriend, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like kind of a bad look. It really is just kind of a bad look. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Yeah, I don't want that shit. All right, cool. Woo on Nat Geo video. For the love of art, AI art stands don't understand art. Wow, looks even better than the plane of Ghibli style. Don't care. Thoughts on what? Once robots exist, humanity's basically over. What's this? I will be the first man to impregnate a robot. I will. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. I will tell you guys how an AI blowjob is. 100%. Zany figure better? What's this? No, this one's good. The Fleur de Lis one's way better. All right, taking Asmongold war against a soundness community.
Another round, sir.
Don't mind if I do.
We are hanging, sir.
I do that.
Have we ceased life, sir? Oh, thank goodness.
God, they're so proper. A very mid update. Has the Wuthering Waves anniversary failed? Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. I was happy with the rewards. The content of the latest patch, it was shit. It really was. That's okay, though. At least now we know. Most other gotcha games, and then we've got EO's Egos getting even better. 15-second clip. Huh?
I don't think about a lot of things pertaining to I'm him or not. I just know I'm better than you, and that's okay. That's why you're here, and I'm not wherever the fuck you are. I'm just better. It's cool. Enjoy the show.
Brother has less than 100 concurrent viewers. What in the... There's got to be context that makes this okay.
Have a nice time. Take your bath. I guess I'm gonna go take my bath. We don't need to know you're taking a bath. You want it? Just come get the BBC. It's cool. It's cool. Just fly on out. Just fly on out, man. With that, I'm working. Okay. You want it? Just come get the BBC. It's cool. It's cool. Just fly on out. Just fly on out, man. You're doing way too much right now. Relax. No one needs to go. We don't need to know you're taking a bath. Go take your bath. It's like that. You like being like a 6-year-old right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm gonna go take my bath since no one wants to let me play with my Lego. Go take your bath. Go take your bath. You know? No. I don't think I'm him. I know I'm him. There's a complete difference right now. Okay? You want like massive ego? I'm gonna give it to you. There's a complete difference. I don't think about a lot of things pertaining to I'm him or not. I just know I'm better than you. And that's okay. That's why you're here and I'm not wherever the fuck you are. I'm just better. It's cool. Enjoy the show. Have a nice time. Fill out with the rest of the fucking chat. Or don't. And it's okay. No one's gonna crucify you. No one's gonna attack you. Fuck it. We wouldn't even know if you left right now. I mean, but I would though, because I care about you being here, right? As #1 BBC sucker on my chat, my comment list right now, I care about you being here. You want to come through? Do I need to put on the Covenant cloak? I will personally go find a way to contact LTG. Yo, let me borrow one of the Covenant cloaks. Fuck it. Put me in the Covenant, bro.
Bro, try to act like he knows LTG. Anyways, I'll be doing a podcast with Low Tier God beginning of June.
Put me in the Covenant. I know I'm not a part of the Peanut Butter Complexion Gods, but I'm a part of the BBC.
I'll make sure to ask if Low Tier God knows EO. I'll make sure to ask. I'll make sure to ask. Unfortunately, and I'm going to be so legitimate right now, and I'm not joking. I'm not saying this is a shot. I'm saying this as the truth. And Saint Tontas can kind of back me up on this one. Unequivocally, absolutely nobody gives a fuck about EO at all. Where like any drama video I make, drama to EO gets like 30% of the views. And I feel like it's not even worth acknowledging this guy's existence anymore because absolutely nobody cares, right? Like genuinely. And I've never said that for a content creator before, but like legit, people give so little a fuck about this guy that bro can barely break 40K views making making a drama video out of him, right? So like, I'm good. You start a new podcast with Asmund? I'd love to. Yep, I'd absolutely love to. Just ask him, I'd love to. VA's fucked. AIVEO3, VAs. Good meme. Digital streamer, yeah, oh God.
This disrespectful IRL streamer continues to prove to the world that he is in fact the dumbest streamer to ever walk on Earth. Because at this point, I just feel like a broken record as this dude just continues to make an absolute fool out of himself by now threatening the judge and his—
Oh my God, it got worse? He threatened the judge? Okay, we'll watch this. Another great Blazion video. Great. Massive ego explosion from Riddler. We're gonna watch this again.
Check it out.
No. I don't think I'm him. I know I'm him. There's a complete difference right now. Okay? You want like massive ego? I'm gonna give it to you. There's a complete difference. I don't think about a lot of things pertaining to I'm him or not. I just know I'm better than you. And that's okay. That's why you're here and I'm not wherever the fuck you are. I'm just better. It's cool.
You're at 100 CCV.
That's what I said. Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. How does anybody think that his ego being that big is justified? It is absolutely shocking. I'm good. Hoyoverse is done playing around. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Hope you guys-
Thank you, Hero A, for covering this so my ass don't have to. Thank God. Anything video can be worth a reaction. You're wasting money on tech. Am I really?
I've been using tech like this for the last 15 years.
I'm down to watch this. Dude, I love Mr. Who's the Boss. He's great. Buying an Xbox in this economy? Yeah, fucking right. Spotify sells drugs, average Saint hate watcher. People have been critical of anything heavily downvoted. The other page invasion video. I'm not going to. Wait, what's this? Go suck off more CC, Sarah, to get a career. I'll be real. Sarah has never done that shit at all. Like, genuinely. The only reason why Sarah's streaming and making content right now is because I literally forced them. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And I mean this genuinely. Sarah is better, and hey, you can be upset, I don't care. Sarah is better than everyone in the Honkai Star Rail space, and at least in the top 3 in the Wuthering Wave space, right? So why wouldn't the person who's better than everybody else, who's helping everybody else, at least get a slice of the fucking pie? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Like guys, once again, Mr. Pogie's a great entertainer, but Sarah's a great player, right? So obviously, she can dominate the Honkai Star Rail place. I think Saint Tontas is actually pretty damn smart when it comes to Woo-Wah. But Maggie also goes really hard in terms of graphs. Now, usually those graphs are wrong anyways. But Sarah playing Woo-Wah casually, I don't think they go too hard. It's still at least up there with Saint and fucking Maggie in terms of people who have knowledge of Wuthering Waves. So, I mean, for sure. You know, I just think they're very smart. Her YouTube was terminated because she got knocked over a mic. What? What?
Welcome back to Slop Live.
I really need to make a channel like this. When the drama's not big enough for a main video, just slop it down somewhere else.
YouTube's at it again. A creator known as Bang Snap reached out to me because I guess I'm just that guy now who talks about people getting stuff taken down. Their channel basically got one strike back
Playing Fall Guys in 2025 is like, this shit is, the aura of this clip is insane.
in January, had a video taken down, and then was purged completely from YouTube
Like, the aura
and
of this
deleted
clip is
all
fucking
within the
insane.
space of about 10 hours. So when a video is taken down, a timestamp is sometimes given for the offending material, and the timestamp given to Bang Snap was a clip of her knocking over her microphone and nothing else.
Don't care. Get an ass. Plus you have the cheese.
Yep, that is the whole clip. That is somehow
That's insane. Okay, cool. Sweet Baby Government PsyOp. Ooh, by
Sweet
Smash
Baby
JT.
does-
I would love to watch this. This guy was reacting to me the other day and was glazing me hard, so I would love to watch that shit. Why not buy the Switch 2? Yeah, so I'm going to be real. Yeah, I already bought the Switch 2. I'm going to go even further. I bought 2 of them. Yep. I bought 2 Switch 2s. And even worse, I bought the bundles for both. Yep. Yes, I did. Which means day one of Mario Kart World, we are playing that shit live on stream. By the way, if any of you guys got the Switch 2 as well, feel free to join me in the world. If you are above a 1-year sub, you will be allowed to play with me. Oh, wow. Yeah, it'll be great. Not that anybody actually fucking cares, but yeah, no, I'll be adding my mods. I'll be adding my long-term subs. It's the least I can do for you guys to support me this long. You know, you paid $60 over a year. I might as well give you my fucking friend code on the Switch, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would love that. I can't wait for it. Take it, do you need a cameraman? Nope. As a fellow CC, honest thing, the reason I asked, well, how do you deal with the haters? Because there's this one dude who I'm scared about because I'm worried he's going to say some dumb shit about me that wasn't true. This fucking guy stabbed me in the back and it pissed me off this day 1+ year ago. Okay, well, when he says that dumb shit, just say it wasn't true. And then, to the best of your ability, showcase that it wasn't true. And then, even further, demonstrate that the content that he's critiquing on your character simply lives in delusion, right? And just, you know, live every day. It's great. I'll be honest, man. A lot of people can relate in this world to being accused of things they've never done. Chat, type 1 if you've ever been accused of something you didn't do. It's a very relatable thing. So don't worry. It's not really going to fuck you over as much as you think it is unless you let it fuck you over. That's pretty much it, man. So do not worry, right? A lot of people have been wronged in this world. I'll be real. I think more people in this world have been wronged than have never been wronged. I think the world is a very bitter, very cruel place. And I think it's up to your mental wherewithal to make the best out of it, right? Don't let these people destroy you. Thrive in hatred. Thrive by these people who try to kill you every day. And just understand, every time that you go live, every time you smile, every time you succeed, every single time that you're happy, it drives those people fucking insane. The best revenge is living a happy life. And that's the absolute truth. Some people can let hate destroy them. I'm one of the people that lets the hate fuel me. I love knowing that people don't want me to succeed. And I think it's great every day because every single time I go live, it makes some retard on the internet lose their fucking mind. It really does. Yep. There are so many people who have said, I'm never going to stop shitting on Tectone until he deletes his career. Well, have fun making $0 doing some shit that long term has been helping me out since day one. I greatly appreciate that. It's so nice when people with zero credibility come after me because everybody sees they're just retarded and they're delusional. All right, what's this? Guy saying Asmongold thinks Doom the Dark Ages is bad because of Steam sales. I heard the game was just really slow and not as good as its predecessors. I'm actually considering playing it. Sarah Blade Nikkei DLC trailer. Wait, really?
Rated M for mature.
This just came out. What the fuck? Why ain't her ass jiggling? What's going on? Where are the booty jiggles? So are they gonna put her in the Nikkei then? Wait, damn, yo, she looks good as fuck. That's Scarlet, right? Damn, she looks good, bro. Dude, I really hate how I never played more Stellar Blade on stream, but I just get so fucking horny when I play this shit, bro. It's so hard to actually, like, play the game. This looks great, though. Like, this
I'll
looks
give it
awesome.
everything I've got. Witness true power. My ultimate blade.
Damn. Well, maybe we'll give Stellar Blade another shot. That looks great. Ain't no way. Aiden Ross Streamer University schedule set with free applications opening next week. I feel like this is 100% fake. But on the off chance that it's not, I would 1,000,000% sign up for this shit. And the reason is because I gotta be there to learn how to gamble from train wrecks. That sounds fucking awesome. Also, getting boxing tips from Jake and Logan Paul sounds fucking awesome. That actually sounds fucking insane. There's no way that's real. There's no way Speed is teaching IRL streaming class. But yeah, I would absolutely do that shit, man. Yeah, no, that's hilarious. That is actually fucking hilarious. Solon's ukulele apology. Saint is cooked. Hoyo ruined my career. Hoyo Shill's mass reported my channel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have something to announce for all of you today. I'm currently getting brigaded by the entire Genshin Impact subreddit. This subreddit has essentially made multiple threads about me and my content and basically have created an invitation for the entire Genshin community.
I am super down to watch this. Yeah, what's up, Mura? Save us Tectone. What's this? Petition to rename this place Gotcha Eggies. Fuck no. Absolutely not. The fuck? Absolutely not. Bro, the community's perfect. I'm not going to change a single fucking thing. Dude, it's gotten to the point where people are horrified of the Gotcha Police. It's hilarious. Like, it is straight up diabolical how horrified these people are of the Gotcha Police. I ain't changing shit. Absolutely not. Kachona, since you're building her, unique support? No, fuck no. No, I don't need that shit. They want you to die. How the radical left dehumanizes the right.
You are a horrible person. You deserve to.
I would love to watch this. Hassan versus Asmon and Techie. Wait, what? Okay. All right, let's see it. Oh my God, hold on, here we go. All right, okay. Yep, here we go. Okay, what's going on? So dumb. That is so fucking dumb.
Excuse me, have you seen my boyfriend?
Oh my God, that song is so fucking cringe. That shit makes me want to fucking shoot myself. Jesus. This shit is crazy. Well, what's this?
For you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa.
Uh-oh. And so it begins.
But I can answer that for President.
Trump knows that there's a video. He doesn't know that there's a video.
It's for him. No, seriously. I'd rather have him answer. Yeah, I'd rather answer that.
Yeah, you're gonna have him answer it that way.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here.
But Mr. President, I must say that we have wait.
Mr. President, I must say.
Is Natalie here? Somebody here to turn that and excuse me, turn the lights down.
The content president. Turn down the lights. We're gonna watch this together.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yeah. South African occupy land. That's who we are. Never be scared to kill.
Bro, look at his face. Look at his fucking face.
Yeah, I don't get the context of this at all. What is this? Just like the African president just lying to Trump? Is that the context?
Is this real? Yes, this is real. This is in the White House right now, today. Ooh, pa, pa, ooh.
What the fuck are they doing, bro?
This is crazy.
So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man.
And you can see that he's not looking at it. Here's your stack of receipts.
Is that a chant that means kill white people? Well, that's probably not that good, huh? That's probably not that good.
Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Listen to this.
They're genociding white people in South Africa? What the fuck? Really?
Again.
Who will expropriate.
Well, why are they doing that? I think white people are great. I remember I got told I was far right because I said it's okay to be white on Twitter.
Compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Now this is very bad.
This is very bad.
Yeah. Well, that's probably not too good, guys. Guy Techie is definitely not gay. The 5 stages of gay with Tectone. Maybe I'm gay? No. I've tried. I've tried. I know for a fact that I'm not gay. Oh, God. Bro, this chick is hot as... Okay. What the hell? Oh, holy shit. What's she do?
It's important to know one's place.
Oh, no. Am I crazy or is that kind of hot? Like, unironically, isn't that like kind of hot? It's this right here. This, bro, his thighs kind of go crazy. What the fuck are we looking at? So it's actually not gay to be attracted to Astolfo. Well, it's not because they just
Holy
look like
shit,
I'm gay. Oh. Yep. I'm gay, guys. I'm fucking gay. I'm super gay. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? A happy ending after all. That's amazing. Monster Hunter Wilds X Street Fighter 6 collab. Shut the fuck. What? This is real?
Has the weight of
Wait,
my
why?
fist sparked a killing intent within you, Hunter? Now to seek death and face it down!
You can play as Akuma? Stop. Stop this at once. No. This is too much. We've gone too far. You cannot shorten you can the monsters. Guys, science has gone too far. This is
masterfully grilled, Hunter.
This is too much, guys. Oh my god.
I'll show you.
Oh my god.
K.O.
What?
Akuma wins.
I can't even. I can't even believe this is real. How? What? Bro, you can't even play as Chun-Li and get fucked by the monster, though?
Die 1,000 deaths. Misots. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my god, you can... Bro, this is the greatest collab of all time. This truly is the greatest collab of all fucking time. This is insane.
Yeah, ain't there I do this. Never feel blue. And when I get
Oh my god, it just looks so... Oh my god! Growing up is realizing that Cammy's hotter than Chun-Li.
A real problem, but I solve them all.
But growing up even more is realizing that Jerry Han is hotter than all three of them. Oh my god. Not even, you don't even have to like feet to like Jerry. That's insane. That's what, oh yeah, I wanted to watch this too. Yeah, the Infinity Nikki shit continues to get worse and worse and worse. I have no idea how. Week 1 of the P. Diddy trial, recap thanks to Nux. P. Diddy's friend is threatening me. He's 110% done.
People who went to Diddy parties and people not attracted to children, welcome to a brand new video. I am very excited about this one specifically. I have already done some deep dives into Diddy and his close friend, Hassan Piker. We've looked...
Oh my god. Oh my god, I love Nux. Yep, holy shit.
ふむ、気だるげなライオンに惹かれたか。それなら我も同じだ。
That's just such a good game.
なんだかいつもと少し違う気分だ。
It is just such a good game. It is such a good game.
日焼けがふわっとしたライオンの姿。
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be real, man. Just make porn. He's ruined. IDubbbz just got exposed big time.
The downfall of IDubbbz.
How is this possible? How does everyone keep on having their downfall on a daily basis? How is this possible? Nyara VT made another bad video with Hogwarts Legacy Round 2. Twitter freaks crashed out on a new harassment campaign over what?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rep here.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rep here. Asmongold cancelled me, and he shut down my evil German lab in Germany to where I was going to make the chemical bomb to make all the children gay. I was going to make all the children gay, but Asmongold stopped me, and now all the children won't be trans anymore because the evil Roach King, he stopped me. I can't believe it. Willie Maxwell has a goated video on this. iDubbbz is unironically evil.
I'm sure that
we're watching this today. I've heard great things about this video. I've also never reacted to Willie Mac, but I'd love to watch this shit. Absolutely. Thanks for the banger live stream. Been watching your videos. Came from Asmongold. Yeah, trust me, I know how many new viewers have come from Asmongold because whenever Asmongold goes live, I lose 20% of my fucking viewership. Jesus Christ. It's a fucking hard day, guys. It's a really fucking hard day. You know what I mean? I've seen the metrics. I know. 1,300 leave from fucking Twitch. Fucking, well, only 200 leave from YouTube. Goated. Hey, YouTube. Hey, appreciate y'all's loyalty. Hey, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And here's the best thing. Asmongold will never, ever, ever stream on YouTube. Feels good. Europe, because he got fed misinformation about React rules on YouTube. So, big W. I'm safe here. Thank God. We stand together. We stand strong. We are Tectone. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, I'm one of the leavers. Big dub. Hey, trust me. I get it. And I don't blame you at all. Fuck, I got this fucking stain on my desk. I don't even know how the fuck this got here. It's like red and brown at the same time. What even could that be? A red and brown stain. That's insane. Go back to the Silver Blade trailer. It wasn't over, please. Well, yes, it was. What do you mean? At least nobody leaves for this dude. Leaves for who? What is that? What'd you like? Yeah, true. Weasley little liar, dude. Weasley little fucking liar, dude. All right, great. Let's gather all this little dust. Great. Good. All right, cool. There's more? There's more of what? What, of this trailer? Why the fuck is that? Why is that in the game? Okay. Well, that's great. Anyways, we're already an hour into the stream. I swear to God, I just went live. Holy shit. That's insane, actually. I cannot believe how long we've been live already. Okay, we got work to do. Yeah, we got work to do. So why don't we just go ahead and get into this? Yeah, let's get into it, boys. Let's get into it. All right. Okay. This is a big one, and I really wanted to watch the whole thing of this. Twitch banning the wrong people again. Even Asmon cover this. Cover
this is crazy. If I can pull this up and show you guys, it is embarrassing. So,
oh, this is the bitch who like bit somebody, right? Yeah. I don't really get it. I need more context to understand that. If anybody has like an original video of why that chick is crazy, I'd love to watch it. Did you see this? Oh my God! Fucking link in the scramble, dude. Yeah, I saw it. Link in the scramble, you fuck. All right, yo, mods, redirect all linkers to the scramble. Would greatly appreciate that shit. Let's get into this. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Cold open. iDubbbz is unironically evil. Feed Hassan and Denim. Try to ruin Ethan's family. Yeah, they're fucking awful people. Also, Willie Mac finally getting on this shit. This is awesome.
There's anti-Semitic people that are attacking you guys. But they're not me. They're not Anissa. It's not Hassan.
I should go to the old city so I can get my fucking shit pushed in by some of the most inbred fundamentalist hicks.
It's not all these other creators that you're attacking.
Okay, I find that insane how Ian says he's not the one attacking them. That's like saying, oh, bro, I didn't hurt you. The gun that I shot hurt you. It's like, bro, Ian, do you not understand the wave of hatred you sent towards this man? I really hope this video shows the clip of Ian slowly realizing that he's on the wrong side when he's sitting in the cuck chair behind Hassan, and Hassan is blatantly shit-talking everybody like Ian to his fucking face, and he's not saying anything about it, bro. What a massive fucking L this human being is. What a massive loss of aura. And the fact that he won't stand up for himself and realize that he's in the wrong because of his own fucking stubbornness is pathetic.
Attacking?
Bro, they're literally making up stories to justify falsely calling CPS.
The house is just like covered in dog, and he has.
You know it's a bad day when you have to use a bad empanada clip to try to justify your point. You know it's a very bad day.
Kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog. God forbid.
Bad empanada and Mike from PA are probably the most two like delusional people on the platform.
I don't know what they do with it. They contracted a parasite that I had previously never heard of in my life called Giardia from the dog that is all over his house.
So this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. It makes sense why.
Giardia is not a big deal for anybody who's ever looked into it. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
He doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is it happening? How is this happening?
Crimea
I love how Denim sees how many people were screaming to call CPS on this person, and they didn't make a single call to their mods to moderate it whatsoever. And even more so, they played into the narrative that Ethan needs his kids taken away. What a absolute disgusting human being.
River, her chat like saying, oh, we're going to call CPS, oh, someone should call CPS, is not even remotely like that. In fact, a CPS call is warranted.
By the way, Giarda, all it does is just give you diarrhea. Like 99 times out of 100. It's not even that big of a deal.
Well, they're calling CPS, Child Protective Services, to come to our house and break up our family.
You're not the biggest victim on the internet, Ethan.
Nah, apparently it's these guys.
Be mean to them. If they feel bad.
Yeah, guys, I mean, Ethan's not a victim because he had CPS called on his family. Frogan is because I called her fat. Let's all just remember how blatantly biased fucking Hassan is. Hassan, terrorist sympathizer piker.
They feel harassed. Honestly, great. I don't give a f*** each and every one of them. We need to be mean to these guys. We need to be assholes. They deserve it.
I love that iDubbbz is crying because him.
I am still wondering, genuinely, what did Ethan even do to warrant this level of harassment by all of these fucking freaks? I'm genuinely uninformed. I have no idea why everyone is going after Ethan. Does anybody know? Was it because they used to run a podcast together? Because he's a Jew. He disagreed with Hassan because he's a Jew. Going after Daddy Hassan. He thinks Israel has a right to exist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Him and his wife got called a cuck, but then he crazy makes Ethan for people role-playing killing his wife.
Yep.
Wait, everyone! Ela Klein's in the house. Guys, she was just a secretary. Ela Klein.
Take those prisoners. Take those IDF genocidal soldiers. Where do they keep the secretaries? Secretary got...
Human skulls were getting mailed to their house.
Around the same time, we received 2 human skulls in the mail at our home, which led us to having a very pleasant interview with the FBI. Things have progressed well past the point of that's just what the internet does.
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance. My sincerity and my empathy in that last video was real.
Hassan's fans and orbiters are retweeting people saying, I'd love to swing their kid by the legs into an oak tree over and over again.
Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators, maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace.
I really don't think harassment is showing people their clips in proper context. I really don't. I think the problem is when you accuse people of crimes. And as far as I am concerned, I don't believe Ethan said anything too egregious in that regard. He may have said some untasteful comments, but I feel like there's a big difference between untasteful comments and accusing people of crimes they never committed.
All of this is happening and somehow Ethan is labeled the harasser. How can you not see what's going on? They're doxing him and trying to take away his kids for mild political differences. That's why this video is sponsored by Aura. In a topic where
something that iDubbbz no longer has. Also, guys, get Aura. It's great. Use code WillieMaxShow.
Drama stems from Ethan and Hassan's disagreements on Israel-Palestine. Now, you might think Ethan...
Wait, all of this happened just because they disagreed with Israel-Palestine. What the fuck?
Ethan must be super far right or something. No,
I always assumed it was something more than just political drama. It's just because... Oh my God. Is it because Hassan doesn't think Ethan is far left enough? Oh my God.
We had 95% of things.
Do you believe that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza?
Yes.
Okay, great. This is a disagreement that you and I have.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. If you want to add that, like the genesis of Zionism included, the displacement and, the ravaging of the culture that existed there, then I would agree with you.
He even cried for Palestinians getting killed, relating to being a new dad.
As a father, it's even hard to talk about. This dude was holding his infant. It was like a year old. He was like patting her on the back and saying like his final goodbye. I mean, didn't expect to get emotional about that, but like I'm a new dad and that shit really fucks me up.
Yeah, this wasn't good enough because Anissa is 50.
I bet you they saw a moment of weakness and they shit on him for it. Yet. Because for some reason, people aren't allowed to have emotions on the internet anymore. Everybody's got to be a fucking cyborg. I don't know. I think that's fucking terrible.
50% Irish and 50% Lebanese and grew up in Canada. So she can tap into empathy that Ethan can't comprehend.
The infighting of the left is just so
Anissa
pathetic.
is half Lebanese and half Irish.
That's why being far right is way better, guys. Here's the reality, guys. You're either far right or far wrong. Take your pick.
For anyone unfamiliar, the Irish have been on the receiving end of a lot of oppression and genocide. On the part of the Lebanese, they've received a lot of oppression and attacks from the IDF. So Anissa is very well familiar with the propaganda and the shit coming out of Israel.
Terrible as the Holocaust was, obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did it on Jewish people. They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries through that experimentation.
Yeah, she prefers that Nazi propaganda. I am also half Irish, so that makes me an authority on all things in the Middle East, unlike Hassan, who is 0% Irish. Ian does this appeal to authority to make Ethan seem like an idiot, but the authority he's appealing to is Hassan.
I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic. He's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan.
Overly progressive. Okay, let's not make this a dick measuring contest of who can be the furthest left. Come the fuck on, bro. That's what we're using, and who has authority here? Jesus.
Hassan is strict.
Well, this guy's the most offended. That means he's the most right. Yeah, so I guess all those Karens at Target are completely justified in them pouring their coffee on the store managers because they misspelled their name on their Starbucks cup. What the fuck are we on about, Ian?
A political streamer. So this is something they're very keyed into.
I have dozens of videos documenting how this dude will blatantly lie and make up conspiracies when covering topics or arguing with people. But we don't even have to reference those videos because another day has passed, and that means Hassan has told a whole new set of lies. So I just want to give you a sample of just how
new day, new lie. Let's find out what it is.
Dishonest this guy is. Ethan talks about Jewish heritage in the Middle East. Hassan then ignores that and argues against something Ethan didn't even say.
Hassan attempts to deny Jewish heritage in the Middle East. It characterizes them not as indigenous, but as white colonizers. This is
the Israeli heritage in the Middle East is now tarnished by, well, first of all, Israeli heritage in the Middle East. What the f is Israeli heritage in the Middle East? That doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up.
He didn't say Israeli heritage. He said Jewish heritage.
Talking about a 76-year process, okay?
So what he does is that he realizes that when people talk about politics, nobody really understands what the fuck they're talking about. So people with lower attention spans and lower understandings of the issue can be easily dissuaded into thinking that the opposition made an argument they didn't make by taking a brief pause, a brief respite, speaking in a certain manner, which is like, oh my God, I can't believe he did this, and appealing to the chat's approval by saying, guys, come on, everybody knows this is wrong, even though what everybody should know is that Ethan just didn't fucking say it. These manipulation tactics, he's a fucking politician, man. It's insane.
You can't really call that heritage in the Middle East, okay? But as far as Jewish heritage in the Middle
But maybe I give Hassan benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's not being manipulative. Maybe he's just retarded.
East, that's valid. You can talk about individually Arab Jews and whatnot. But that's not what you're talking about. You're playing fast and loose, making this dangerous conflation between Judaism and Zionism once again, over and over and over and over again.
You're the one doing that.
Hassan is denying Israeli heritage in the Middle East. The Israeli heritage in the Middle East, you know what that is? Death and destruction, genocide and apartheid. That's the only thing that Israeli heritage is in the Middle East. If you're talking about Jewish heritage in the Middle East, that's a little different, of course.
That's literally
that is what he's saying.
What he's talking about. Ethan one.
He's so fucking dumb. It's insane. And the fact that his chat didn't call him that shows the chat's even dumber than him. Jesus.
Argument without even being there. Hassan's chat finally corrects him for fundamentally misunderstanding Ethan's point, but it doesn't.
But I bet if you were to show Hassan this, he would say it's out of context and this is all just propaganda.
Stop him from declaring victory in this imaginary conversation.
Oh, he didn't say Israeli heritage in the Middle East. He said Jewish heritage in the Middle East. My bad.
There you go, man. Congrats. Now your little 5-minute hissy fit over something that the guy never said is all invalid.
Bad. Well, let me tell you, Jewish heritage in the Middle East is not Israeli heritage, okay? So you can't talk about Israel while talking about Jewish heritage in the Middle East. So my point still stands.
His ego is out of control. Hassan makes up in the debate with Ethan that Iraq gave a right to return for Jewish Arabs after they were kicked out.
Iraqi Jews can go back to their home tomorrow. The Egyptian Jews can go back to their homes tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That is insane. You are fucking out of your mind.
Yes, they can.
Okay, how? Tell me how. How did the Jews go back to their...
They don't want to, and I understand why they wouldn't want to.
No, they want to.
Why would yes, they could.
Loaderbox immediately pointed out that Iraq return law specifically excludes Jews. He can't even tell the truth about the pop he's drinking.
Hold on, what are you drinking?
It's a Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Who owns that?
I don't know, but it's not on the BDS national BDS list.
We'll double check.
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
Hassan is so incompetent, he came into a single Google search that shows that the owner of Dr. Pepper is a staunch Zionist. The point of this...
That was such a caught moment. Legit, fucking caught in fucking 12K, brother. Holy shit, that was such a base clip.
It says that Israel is in the right or all Palestinians are bad. It's to show that he will confidently lie if it makes him look better in the moment. He didn't know about any of these things, yet he lies to try and act like he's in the right on all of them. It's effortless for him. And it's because he doesn't care about the truth. All he does is anti-West propaganda. It's his brand.
Just like I do propaganda.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no, for the record.
And when you call him out on it, he doesn't correct the record. No, he molds and hides behind the dead bodies of Palestinians to avoid accountability.
I will never forget these monstrous pieces of for looking at a situation like the one happening, the one unfolding in Gaza, and choosing to never say anything about it, only to then make these drama videos to call out the people who call out the Israeli government.
It is so easy to be deceived by him when he talks so passionately like this. This is why he has an audience. It's full of bunch of brain dead children who can be dissuaded so easily by a man who speaks slightly with conviction.
It is disgusting.
Nobody cares that you criticize Israel. It's that you're making stuff up. He will then slander people for calling him out, repeating that Loner Box and Destiny were paid by Israel to go to the West Bank. The account that made the claim admits to making it.
And the worst thing is, his head is so small.
Up. Doesn't matter to Hassan, still reports the lie.
Also, I went on a paid trip to Israel, and that's not weird. Not weird that I went on a paid trip to Israel.
These guys spent their own money to do on-the-ground journalism in the West Bank, recorded and covered how the IDF burnt down fruit markets of civilians, interviewed tons of people. Well, they're Israeli operatives because they don't agree with every single thing that Hassan says. Hassan goes on vacation to France, Japan, Australia, all over the course of the war, and then reads Twitter for his research. Yet he claims he's doing the important journalism.
But if it's between me going live and giving you 10 hours of on-the-ground, 10 hours of reporting from the ground at a critical moment, at a critical time, versus not going live that day just so I can go on Piers Morgan and yell at...
Bro goes to 3 restaurants in Japan. So I'm an on-the-ground journalist for Japan. And I will tell you about the political structure of Japan and how its citizens truly feel. Yes, Hassan, absolutely. Of course you will.
I think it's selfish of me to take the Piers Morgan route.
On the ground, dude's either in his hotel suite or the 3rd floor of his LA mansion. When told that he should go to Israel, Hassan says he can't because it would be too dangerous.
That's your argument? You got it? You can enter Israel? What's more to say?
Oh, what a joke,
Brother,
dude.
I am not going to Nazi Germany, okay? I hope you understand this. Brother, I'm not going to Israel so you can execute me, okay? Stop demanding that I go to Israel. Stop demanding that I go to Nazi Germany.
He was invited to do actual journalism in Gaza, but wouldn't because they couldn't guarantee his safety.
The thinking about going to Gaza thing is also kind of stupid because I was invited by literal journalists that work in Gaza, okay?
Picture it didn't happen.
And I, unfortunately, most likely will not be able to go because
you a pussy.
People that I did talk to said that they could not give me security assurances that Israel would not kill me or anyone really.
How does he think?
Yeah, I just don't believe that. Oh, so we can't guarantee that you won't be killed. That conversation just didn't happen. Picture it didn't happen, dude. Picture it didn't happen.
On the ground journalism works. There's a danger to it. That's why it's called on the ground. Brandon Buckingham went to Lebanon when Israel was bombing them. Places he was at were bombed the next day. By the time he finished the video,
it's always insane how Hassan demands proof of everybody else saying anything to him, yet nobody asks Hassan for proof of anything he says. And that's why he gets away with so much.
Some of the people he was with were now dead. But Hassan, the real journalist, thinks reading Twitter is reporting from the ground. iDubbbz analysis.
I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic. They follow Hassan. Hassan is strictly a political streamer. So this is something they're...
Hassan isn't good enough to do other things. So he's more qualified. Bitch, the reason why Hassan's a political streamer is because he ain't good enough to be entertaining playing video games. He ain't. Nobody would watch that shit at all. The only reason why he has an audience is because he appeals to leftist extremists. They are his go-to fucking guys. That's like saying Toho Sniper is the best gacha streamer because he's the only content creator that doesn't play anything else. But the reason why that is because he's not entertaining enough to do that. That doesn't make him more qualified. That makes him less qualified. It's more impactful if someone can do this because they're skilled and still be watched doing something else because the credibility they built up, but Hassan has not built up that credibility to have any draw doing anything else. That's why when he comes on the OTK streams, the viewership barely changes by maybe 1,000 viewers. Where are all of Hassan's 40,000 viewers coming over to watch NMP's game day? They didn't fucking show up.
Very keyed into.
The only way you would think this is if you're a Hassan fan.
I'm more extreme than Ian, where I'm pretty anti-capitalist. I hate landlords. I hate...
The only place Hassan can get his viewer base and his community to go is to brigade LSF threads. That's it. And to brigade other people's Twitter posts. That is it. That is the only place they'll go.
System that we're in.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Whoa, Ian's about to get cucked live.
Is there anything you want to promote while you're here? I don't know.
Creator Clash 2. Give us money for charity next year.
All right, Creator Clash 2, guys.
They raised $0 from Creator Clash 2. Even when...
Hey, when is Creator Clash 2, man? Is that shit still happening? Surely they had to push it back, right?
He describes Hassan's America deserved 9/11 moment. He makes it sound so much more nuanced and sophisticated than it actually was. An anger-induced crash out.
America deserved 9/11, dude. F it, I'm saying it.
That is someone who is extremely frustrated and passionate about a particular topic. In this case, American imperialism and terrorism. You could have looked into that. You could have talked to Hassan a little bit more and found out what his international politics opinions are, but you wouldn't even need to do that. You can look at it online.
I swear to God, Ian got brainwashed by his retarded whore of a wife, Anita, and just fucking parrots everything that she's ever said to him. Like, there's no way this guy is this stupid to actually believe this shit. There's just no way.
You look at it online, Hassan crashed out because Dan Crenshaw mentioned that military bases are an important part of national and global security.
By the way, and I'm just going to be real, you cannot be upset at me calling someone who has an OnlyFans a whore, okay? If you sell your body for money, if you sell lewd pictures for money, you're a sex worker. That's what a whore is, right? So don't be upset that I'm using the proper definition, okay? I'm sorry that it doesn't sound pretty, but let's just look up what that word means. I get told a lot I shouldn't be saying that. That is the actual word. A prostitute, right? A whore is a prostitute. Now let's look this up, okay? Prostitute. Definition. Right? A person, particularly a woman, who engages in sexual activity for payment, right? So let's just be fucking real, okay? That is the proper definition. Don't be upset at me because I'm telling the truth. It's the same thing when I go at other streamers and all I do is merely say the truth about what they've did or what they've said. And they say, why are you always shitting on this guy? I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm telling the truth about this person and it doesn't look that good, right? There's a big fucking difference.
And particularly not the only one that's told me this.
But it's derogatory though? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll be real, man. If you're worried about what you're doing is a derogatory, then stop doing that thing rather than saying, hey, you saying that is derogatory, right? And that holds true for every aspect of life, right? If you're upset about being fucking stupid and you say that's a derogatory term, then stop being fucking stupid, right? It's really that easy.
That has a military background, saying it's virtually impossible to prevent any of this stuff without having bases over there.
That's 100% right. Yeah, I mean, and you need that relationship with the host nation, of course, that you want to partner with, and that's generally what we do, especially in the
Well, look, bro, we're talking to Solid Snake.
special operations community.
Hassan's academic response was to say that Dan deserved to be raped by soldiers. What the?
Did you see that last night 2 D.C. Israeli embassy diplomat staff got assassinated by a far-left terrorist? I actually did hear about that. I heard the government is looking into whether he was self-radicalized or whether he was radicalized by the media he was consuming, and I heard that because Grum's made a post about this. They're looking to see if he was a Hassan viewer or not, which, what an interesting development that would be. If he is, man, Twitch is fucked. Genuinely, Twitch is fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Didn't he go to war and like literally lose his eye because some mujahideen, a brave soldier, f***ed his eye hole with their dick? Isn't that how he lost his dumbass eye? Because he got his eye hole f***ed by a brave soldier? America deserved 9/11, dude. We totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit.
And what's funny is if Hassan just played 20 more seconds of the video, Dan would have acknowledged Hassan's frustrations.
Again, I think it is reactionary to just assume that we have bad intentions all the time and that everything is America's fault. I hear that constantly, mostly coming from the left, but that isolationist sentiment certainly comes from the right as well. And
ironic.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction to the Iraq War and some of the mistakes we made there. These matters are complex.
How ironic.
And they deserve complex reasoning and analysis and a little nuanced understanding. And I just think that's how we should look at it. We don't say that we're always right. That's not what I'm saying.
When confronted by
I will say this. I think Americans, especially leftist Americans, are such spoiled fucking brats who take everything that our country has done for granted. They take everything as if they earned it, they deserved it, and they don't understand the sacrifices of what we've had to do in order to have the luxury and as much freedom as we possibly can have in this fucking country. I'll be real, man. I think America's great. I do. I have no problems. I think it's a great fucking country. And I like when I go outside, I feel safe. Now, obviously, there's only certain parts of America where I feel like that. Like, for example, in El Paso, Texas, I did not feel that way. I felt in danger. In Austin, Texas, I feel amazing. In Woodstock, Virginia, I felt amazing. Manassas, Virginia, I felt amazing. In Florida, I felt amazing. But there's obviously, it depends on where you go. But you can always pick the right places. Yeah, I feel like Americans are so quick to shit on America to seem cool and like they're rebellious and like, yeah, I'm above all this. Fuck everybody who died to give me this freedom. I think it's so pathetic, guys. I'll be real. Like, freedom's not free. It comes from somewhere, and I feel like it's so disrespectful to take that shit for granted.
By his uncle on the Young Turks, Hassan backpedals, blaming it on,
as Asmund says, luxury beliefs. Oh, that's a great term. I'm going to steal that. That makes sense. That's a great term.
English being a second language.
But you understand now, and not just now, but you understood fairly soon after you said it, that saying Americans deserve 9/11 is a completely different statement and one that's wrong.
No, I didn't say Americans deserve 9/11. I said America deserves 9/11.
But that's
and
still
in that
wrong.
Moment, well, maybe you can chalk it up to English being my second language or whatever you want to chalk it up to.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. ESL. Shut the fuck up. You know what you said.
A thoughtful commentary. It's him having an emotional outburst instead of engaging with why Dan is wrong. Maybe he is. I don't know. And then avoiding accountability when he gets criticized. He does this with everybody when the conversation gets...
It's because Hassan's chat thinks that whenever Hassan gets emotional, he's right. When in reality, he's just a child.
Slightly complex. I would love to chalk all this up to Ian just not knowing what he's talking about, but it's much more malicious than that. Ian is leaving out context on purpose.
Just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan.
The word of the day is...
It's insane how iDubbbz fought so hard to get context of why Hassan crashed out on streams, but wouldn't get the context why Ethan was so upset the day that CPS was called on his literal children. And that's why this guy has become such a fucking joke, man. Legit, he's become such a joke.
Empathy.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy.
Jesus.
And I'm very ashamed to admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32, I've acquired empathy.
It is. iDubbbz understanding the word empathy confuses me a bit. You see, when Ethan told a story about how CPS was falsely called because he talked about his kids getting sick, I felt bad for Ethan. Ian felt bad for the accusers.
I just can't help myself but feel for other people's pain and suffering now.
Not once in the initial Content Cop video did Ian mention that CPS was falsely called on Ethan and Hila. It makes the entire video horribly dishonest because it is the catalyst for this entire drama. If you watch the Content Cop, you would think that Ethan was dragging iDubbbz into a drama that he started.
Hey guys, let me ask you a question. How many of y'all think it's valid to get upset that someone interfered with your fucking family life over internet drama? Me personally, I think it's very justified. I think anybody with any amount of intelligence would think it's completely fucking justified. But the problem is that when you leave that part out, it makes Ethan look like he's fucking crazy. When you don't include the trigger point and all you show is the reaction, it's not going to make people look too good. Now, is it? Thank you guys for the follows and thank you guys for the subs, by the way. I greatly appreciate y'all.
For no reason.
And it's all culminated, at least for my story, in Ethan burning bridges with people until he burned the bridge with me. Since Ethan and Hassan's falling out, I've been keeping to myself mostly. I don't have many nice things to say. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators, maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can...
Am I crazy? Or when Ian says when he stops harassing other creators, it sounds like something he's been doing en masse, which is just something that he just simply has not been doing, especially if you're considering him from his goofs and gaffes period. He's not some serial harasser. It's like, what are we even talking about here? And don't get me wrong, I got no horse on either side of that. I just have common fucking sense. You know, this isn't a I'm pro Ethan, I'm pro Hassan. I'm just saying what everybody who's rational should be thinking.
And rekindle our friendship.
These other creators are Frogan, who's Hassan's mod, and repeatedly would write that Ethan hates Arrow for not supporting the October 7th terrorist attack. On October 7th, she would write, leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of revolution happening in America. But as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. Ethan is apparently a racist for not supporting or calling for terrorist attacks. What else do you call this? Denims would argue that Israelis who do mandatory service should get Nuremberg trial, which was the execution of the 21 worst Nazis in World War II. Ethan's wife did mandatory service as a secretary, yet Hila is apparently the worst of the worst according to Denims.
Personally not a fan of I had to do what I was forced to do. I feel like you start getting really close to Nuremberg trial type shit there.
She'd hype up the guy who advocated for and jokingly takes credit for calling CPS.
Lets his dogs all over his mansion, and he just leaves a on the floor, something that is probably related to the fact that his former housekeeper is suing him.
How is this happening? How is this happening, Chad? How is this happening? Brother, moderate your fucking chat, you stupid whore. Holy shit. These are real people's lives that are being affected because of your fucking idiocy. Jesus Christ.
For a number of different reasons. So I would assume he doesn't actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just covered in dog and he has kids, and his kids crawl into the dog and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it or if it's just from contact with it with their hands or something, but they contracted a parasite that I had previously never heard of in my life called Giardia from the dog that is all over his house.
Dude, how is it that maybe once a week I look into...
I love how Denims goes, guys, is it true? well, one person in my chat said it was true, and a deranged YouTuber said it was true. Nobody showed any proof whatsoever. That means it's true. Yet when it comes to anything involving anybody she likes, she says, no, it's not true, even if she sees proof. She is the most disingenuous person on this fucking platform.
What Ethan Klein's been up to, and every time I manage to find more and more terrible shit. Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. There are lots of things that you can get as an adult. You're totally fine. You'll be A-okay. No problem. A child, a small infant that has no immune system, shouldn't be catching anything.
This chat is an edit compiling the worst messages from Denim's chat, but they are real. You can see the same messages in the top right, which is her live chat. So the guy who made the video is advocating CPS take his kids away. Denim's is talking about how careless and shocking it is of Ethan to put his kids in so much danger, as her chat is also echoing that his kids should be taken away. On top of wanting Gila, the mother of his children, executed, bad empanada role plays.
Secretary got.
Meanwhile, Ian's saying, look how unhinged and crazy Ethan's acting. He even went after Matt Lieb.
He's finding new people every day, basically, to get in fights with.
Of all people, this guy, Matt Lieb.
Matt Lieb is in this, like, middle tier. His valuable association is Rhett and Link. So, Rhett and Link...
It really sucks why this situation will never end, because everybody's ego and everybody's credibility rides on them being right in this situation. It does. It really, really, really does. And to where even if proof or factual statements that were completely disprovable were to come out showcasing that one of the sides is in the complete wrong, they would die on the hill that they were right regardless, because they know everything rides on this. It is like a war of fragile egos, and it's so pathetic to be an observer to this.
I think, conveniently, are also...
Although I guess I'm a little bit more of an observer now.
In this category of popular and powerful men who Ethan does not want to burn bridges with. I think Ethan only respects power right now, which is one of the reasons I made this video in the first place.
The important context, Ian, is that Matt Lieb is constantly platforming Bad Empanada as a good guy.
We both have bad in our, YouTube names, and yet we are both good. What do you make of that?
Am I good? I don't know.
I think you're good.
Matt Lieb has also tweeted out, we gotta save them kids, referring to people trying to get CPS to take away Ethan's children.
Jesus.
Ethan Healer simply asking Ian to tweet out that this is crazy, something I and many other creators who have never spoken to the H3 crew did easily. If the same thing happened to Hassan, I would come to his defense, because it's not online banter or disagreements at that point, it's real life harassment. When CPS showed up to Ethan's house, Denim seemingly justifies it, saying kids can't form memories at 5, so who cares?
I think it's embarrassing for Hila here to be like, this is so traumatic for the kids, you're trying to traumatize the children. It's like, dog, you literally, the vast majority of people are, like, are not remembering anything that happened to them at 3. It's just sympathy, right? It's just, she's just pulling, like, the IDF classic card of, like, please, my life is so difficult.
I want to go on record and say, in Denim's own words, that as long as someone doesn't remember the traumatic events that happened to them, then it doesn't matter. Which, by the way, would directly exonerate Bill Cosby's actions. Which, in case you don't know, he was getting women drunk under the influence of Rufalin, and he would fuck them while they were unconscious. Right? And apparently in Denim's own mind, that's fine to do to somebody because they don't remember it. That's insanity. It is legit fucking insanity to go live and say such a horrendous ass thing.
Please, everyone that is against us needs awful experiences because we're the ones dealing with the real awful experiences.
You're trying to take her kids away. That seems reasonable to complain about as a mother.
I was like, I really don't want you to create any bad memory here for them. Like, they are 5 and 3. They don't understand this shit. So I told him.
Oh, here we go.
Create any bad memory for them. You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old. Now, yes, you are. No, you're not. When we're talking about being able to remember, being able to recall memories, it's like 4 is the cutoff, but...
You just actually have to be a fucking monster to say shit like this, bro. Like, legit. Like, there's just no other word for you. You're just a horrific human being. It actually pains me knowing that Denims was once a Tectone fan. That's what fucking pains me, knowing that this fucking freak was actually trying to connect with me. That's what's insane. Like, Jesus, bro. Like, that's just so embarrassing. That's such a bad look, bro. That's such a bad look.
Even if you are forming any memories at 4, you're not going to be able to remember them past, like, 15. You have maybe 1 or 2 memories.
She then reads the exact opposite on stream when she looks it up, but then chooses to repeat that she was right.
There's a wide variation across about the mean across methods cohorts. The average age of adults' earliest memories is 3.5 years old. You're not really forming memories at 3.
You literally just read out of your mouth that the average adult starts forming memories at 3.
Well, that's because, legit, their audience is so dumb, they wait for their streamers to give them a TLDR rather than actively processing the information on their screen. Jesus, oh my God, I'm becoming a bitter. I'm hyper accelerating becoming a bitter old man just by being exposed to these fucking retards.
What is happening?
All of these people want to take your kids away because you don't co-sign everything they say. If you don't fall in line with your language, they will try to ruin you. Denims would go on to say that she doesn't condone people calling CPS, but she justified it. Even as she speaks, her chat is calling for CPS.
We're talking about CPS. 1, I don't condone. 2, I've never condoned it, and you will not be able to find a clip of me saying, yes, we should do this, because it doesn't exist. I've literally given Ethan Klein credit on multiple times or multiple instances, and I will do it again right now, for not showing photos of his kids.
I'm sure there's anti-Semitic people that are attacking you guys, but they're not me.
It's her. After seeing all of this, because Ian does know about it, he says Denims is his friend, but Ethan is a half-way friend for wanting him to speak up.
Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We are friends with Denim. We think that she's a good person, like we think Ethan and Hila are good people.
How the fuck do you think Denims is a good person? God, you may have developed empathy at 32, but there's a lot of other things like common fucking sense that you haven't developed. Hopefully that happens at 33. Jesus. Ain't this the one that drew lolly porn? That's what I heard, yeah.
Kind of a tricky situation. How can you possibly think that they're both good people at their core?
It's not tricky at all. She's acting like a demon.
People can have crash out moments. People can say things that they don't mean. People can say things because they want internet clout and attention. I don't know. I think they're both probably guilty of saying things that they don't mean for internet clout and attention. Right now, one's a little bit more fucking nasty to me than the other.
You've lost your mind.
I'm still not perfect. I think that is, my empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up, potentially, but it's at least there. And I just want you guys to know that you can unlock ability empathy.
This is the empathy you've learned, empathizing with the people who want to take away his kids and kill his wife. But to Ian, both of these people are crashing out equally.
I actually have a lot of friendships that are kind of that way, where it's like, one of the friends doesn't fuck with the other friend, but there is someone in the middle who kind of fucks with both of them, but separately. Yeah, there's a lot of friendships that are like that. I'm not gonna make you guys like meet up and kiss or anything.
This isn't just some petty beef where they just can't get along. If your friend is screwing up, you should be able to tell them. But Ian knows that. He just thinks Ethan's the one screwing up. It's genuinely evil that Ian doesn't disclose the extent of the harassment in this video. His audience has no idea because he omits it. Even in his follow-up content deputy, the extent of the harassment is never disclosed.
And I think that's the thing that really sucks, is that a lot of people will only go to this one perspective and they'll never get the full picture. That's why whenever I cover shit, I always try to get both sides every single fucking time.
Instead, he tries to find examples of Ethan being dishonest, and
because if you don't, it's agenda pushing rather than like actual like trying to get closer to the truth.
They're just wrong.
Ethan Klein uses this very deceptively edited video that is just like doing this smooth scroll to make it seem like that's all of Denim's chat, but that's not what it is. And then when he's called out on it,
no, it's just to make it very obvious how many of those messages were sent within a 3-minute window. There was no attempt to deceive. It was just to highlight and showcase all of those messages, which was a fucking lot. I believe it was 26% of the chat messages were calling for CPS in a 3-minute window, which is obviously very concerning. And the fact that no mods did anything, the fact that she didn't do anything is just a blatant, it is a very blatant attempting to push an agenda or an action to be called upon.
he hides it. He moves his window over the real chat.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children.
Dude, it is Denim's chat. It's just a compilation of the messages. If Items just watches the original clip that Ethan is commenting on, you can find...
I can understand why, no, once again, I can understand why Ian said that, because he does go above the real chat, abso-fucking-lutely, but in the actual video, he doesn't do that. And second off, all of those messages are sent from her chat. They're just making it easier to see, right? I don't know why you didn't show the Omega Lols and the Keck W, so it's disingenuous. How does that even work?
Find the same messages in the chat. The show is called...
And if you want to know any more example of why she knows she's guilty, well, she deleted the VOD of where it's from.
Content cop, but there is...
And by the way, trying to delete evidence is the reason why she most likely stopped pursuing on suing Ethan Klein, because I'll be real, deleting evidence is not a good thing to do.
No investigation. Ian then just goes full mask off and says the CPS call was wholly justified.
To be honest, I'm very proud that I didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Hila's defense, because when you look into the story, it actually looks a lot for Ethan and Hila. And I do mean that literally. There was this H3 stream where Ethan was dumping as per usual. He was talking about his own health. He was talking about his caca breath, his dog having diarrhea, his dog having giardia.
Olive has giardia. It's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
His child running around putting things in their mouth.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
The whole family possibly having giardia.
Oh,
and now Hila has giardia.
Shut. For real?
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my God.
Mentioned diarrhea a lot.
Crazy diarrheas like in the middle of the night. All the time he's having these crazy diarrheas. You wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas.
I guess this is all you need to justify calling CPS, according to Ian.
So of course, Ethan, having made so many
Their kids have diarrhea. Quick, take it away from them. Come on, guys.
enemies over the years.
Everybody knows that when you're a baby, you put everything into your fucking mouth, right? Eventually, you're going to get sick a couple of fucking times. That's just what happens, right? Nobody's walking around their house, mopping the floors, cleaning every item non-fucking stop. That's just not a thing that happens, man.
Other people react to his content. And when other
Call the CPS, the kids are shitting. Okay, guys.
other people see that he's talking about his children getting giardia from dog poop, people are quite reasonably concerned. And so, yes, anyone who's seeing that content might be concerned enough to call CPS, including Ethan's own chat, which, by the way, is not a measly number. It's about 26,000 at the time of this stream.
What's more likely, Ethan's chat laughing and goofing around, or Denham's chat saying call CPS and then CPS shows up 3 days later? It's obviously Denham's. He's being dishonest. Ian also says that it's completely reasonable to call CPS over kids getting giardia. It's not. You do one Google search, talk to any doctor, you'll find out that it's extremely common among children. The idea that parents can't tell a story about how their kids got
one simple Google search could just completely dismantle so many arguments and issues that have on the internet, but people are too lazy to do that shit.
Sick without having to worry about a CPS call is frankly insane. Ethan's kid didn't even end up having giardia, not that that matters. It's wild that Ian puts the blame on Ethan.
Why does it have to be anyone else's fault but your own? Take some fucking responsibility.
For what? Do you think he called CPS on himself? Is it his fault people want to murder his wife too? Yes, according to Ian.
They just implied that we are okay with people using CPS as harassment.
You literally just said you were okay with it.
And when other people see that he's talking about his children getting giardia from dog poop, people are quite reasonably concerned.
Is Ian okay? Did a lizard person kill him and start wearing his skin? Brother, put back on your glasses and uncross your eyes because you're not seeing straight. This guy got called a simp and a cuck, realized that people being mean to you on the internet wasn't fun, and then deleted all of his content got videos because he found empathy. But this is the most soulless and cruel video he has ever uploaded. Even at the end of the video when he says he's crying for Ethan, he's really crying for himself.
You know, I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Hila. Like it's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense, that doesn't always help them, right? Sometimes that makes it worse for them.
Okay, so now imagine it's not just him and his wife, it's his entire family.
I will also agree, yeah, it greatly sucks to be in an open relationship online. Or, well, not an open relationship. Like being public about your relationship is fucking terrible. Like, fucking never again. Never again unless, like, I'm about to fucking retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah. Like, well, like, you can at least acknowledge, like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Just don't fucking talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because people make that shit so fucking weird. And, like, I don't think planning, like, consistent content around it is good because people are going to hyper-analyze every single micro-argument or argument that, yes, people have arguments with their significant others. Anybody who's ever been in a relationship ever knows that sometimes arguments happen. Sometimes heated discussion happens. Sometimes that does happen, right? It does. And these people living in this fantasy world are like, no, everything's sunshine and rainbows. The problem with the youth, the problem with the generation is that Disney has brainwashed everybody into thinking that there are good guys and there are bad guys. And it's really easy to tell the difference, right? When the reality is that there are no good guys. There are no bad guys. Everybody is a different shade of gray. And it's up to you to determine how bright it is or how dark it is. That's the reality, is there are no truly good people.
Employees, his pets, use
and
that.
Guys, even the worst of the worst people do have some redeeming qualities of them, right? Guys, did you know that Hitler was an artist? Did you know that Osama bin Laden played Animal Crossing? But all of the atrocities completely outweigh those little quirky perks they have, right? Like, you can't just say anybody is entirely bad, anybody is entirely good. It's for you to determine what shade of gray they are. That's what'll get you ahead in life. And that's how you kind of identify who's good and who's bad.
That empathy, buddy. I want to wrap up this segment on empathy by talking about some racist dog whistles.
And guys, Jesus was a great guy. Bro was an alcoholic. Okay, at a certain point, bro's having a very serious alcohol addiction, drinking all that wine, getting a little bit too lit on the scissor. Bro needs to fucking relax.
I don't mean it in the same way Hassan means it, where he calls everything racist. Someone says they don't like using a bidet while vacationing in Japan. Racist.
Kind of fun in the beginning, and now it's just getting really, really annoying. I just kind of want to wipe my butt like a normal person.
Wait, what? Why is he making it seem like you have to wash your ass? Bro, here's how you want to know something about white supremacy? You want to know something about white supremacy? You can go anywhere on the planet. If you're white and you criticize something, no one thinks you're a barbaric caveman. But because he's fucking white and he's in a non-white country, people still don't understand that is literally a barbarian going, grug. That is internalized white supremacy inside of all of us, where because because the Western world, the Western ethnocentric, Anglo-Saxon domination is so fucking pervasive that we look at that and our immediate reaction isn't like, oh, because the Western world, the Western ethnocentric, where because the Western world, the Western ethnocentric, Anglo-Saxon domination is so fucking pervasive that we look at that and our immediate reaction isn't like, oh, he's a barbarian.
Yo, this guy's retarded. Someone calls him stupid.
What the fuck? Western ethnocentric Anglo-Saxon refers to a perspective that views Anglo-Saxon culture and values as superior to other cultures, particularly in the Western world. Western world. Hassan, you gotta understand, you gotta use laymans for anybody to understand this shit. People who don't understand laymans are so fucking stupid. Because if you're speaking in a way that only 0.1% of people will actually know what the fuck you're talking about, you're the idiot, not them.
Stupid racist dog whistle.
Hassan didn't mean to insult me. He simply reached the
just legit say white supremacist. It's a lot easier.
narrow limits of his understanding of the world, dude. I can't do this. The narrow limits. Yeah, dude. Just say I'm a Turk roach with a cockroach brain and move on, okay? Yeah, fuck it. I'm saying it, dude, okay? This motherfucker not exactly out of the alt-right pipeline, okay? Straight up, dude.
But Ian having the choice between 10 different swords in Hassan's house and landing on the swastika one, not a dog whistle.
God forbid you pick up a sword in here, okay?
I was thinking about doing some sort of ritual in
no
here.
No more sword.
I'll be real, man. When you're entirely far right, and when you're entirely far left, I think you're just a moron. Because every sane, rational human being will be a centralist. And the reason why that is because the world is nuanced. Not everything can be solved by being all the way over here. Not everything can be solved over here. Yet when you're in the middle, you can reach to both sides and understand there's nuance to everything, right? So don't sit here and villainize the far right when you are the furthest left individual on the fucking platform. You're both retarded.
Swords, okay?
I'm the one who thoughtlessly picked up the sword. We were grabbing a lot of props in Hassan's room, and there are a lot of props.
There's a lot of anti-Semitic props, and he just chose that anti-Semitic one as opposed to the other anti-Semitic ones.
There's only one prop in Hassan's house that has a swastika, and you just so happen to pick up that one. Now, I know this sword was from an anime, and people, including Ethan, were willing to give everybody the benefit of the doubt on this.
I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword. I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword hilt, because Ethan himself basically admitted already multiple times he doesn't think any of us did that intentionally, and he would be right.
Do I think any of them actually wanted to put a swastika in the photo? No, no. I don't actually think that.
But what Ian purposely omits is later in that same podcast, Ethan discovers that Hassan knew nothing about the anime and refers to that sword as the swastika sword.
This one's sicker. Wait, what's that? Questionable. Yeah. Immediately goes for the swastika one. Got it.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence, but it gets better. A point of contention between Ethan and Hassan is that Hassan calls Jewish people inbred. Sometimes he specifies he only means settlers. Other times it seems like he's just throwing it out there.
I should go to the old city so I can get my fucking shit pushed in by some of the most inbred fundamentalist hicks.
When Hassan is debating Ethan and they're talking about this, what does Anissa tweet out? Inbred. It's very intentional. It's meant to make Ethan feel paranoid about anti-Semitism being normalized online. It clearly is among all of these people.
This looks like a swastika.
Yeah, totally. Or do you think that now that it's been pointed out that he should remove the photo at least? Take it down?
No. Why would he take it down? That'd be crazy.
It's always policing content. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Policing content.
Where else have I heard that phrase?
Didn't you participate in a series called Content Pop? You want to talk to me about policing content? You f***ing dipshit, dude.
So what did we learn about empathy? Empathy is when you sympathize with people who falsely try to break up families because they hear someone got sick, siding with people making death threats and preying on people's seemingly real fears of anti-Semitism being normalized. Empathy is when you don't honestly represent the other person's arguments and you just lie by
the irony. I know, man. Welcome to a Hassan stream, man.
Mission to all of your viewers. For as much as Ian claims to have grown as a person, he has never lied like this before. The content cop Ian regrets most is on Tana Mojo, and after Ian apologized to her, she says she didn't deserve it.
But I'm more so just talking about like his actions to me, like, you know, him showing up to my show, him kind of putting me on blast, him inevitably making me kind of canceled and lose subscribers and have to apologize and all that type of stuff. I kind of think I like deserved that. And maybe that's like dark, like to say, but like, I don't feel like I'm owed an apology. I think I would be a completely different person if I didn't have that. I think it like, I was on track to just be so on my high horse and like egotistical and like nothing could go wrong, that something going wrong gave me such a dose of reality that like this might not last forever. Like, yeah, you need to be held accountable for actions.
This is real growth. This is maturity. What you are is a small person who doesn't have confidence in making their content anymore, so you cling onto these vampires while projecting your own insecurities onto Ethan.
It's so hard for me on my podcast to like loosen up. It's incredibly hard. I talked about it in my apology. Like, I am so insecure about my ability to entertain. I think he feels the same, to be honest. I don't think he said as much.
Dude, this is classic projection. Ian cannot fucking manage to come up with a joke now, so he thinks that Ethan is too insecure to make jokes anymore. This is projection, like 101 over here. What are you talking about?
Come on, dude. You're one step away from calling me a cuck. Just take the plunge.
You're a cuck. But even worse, you're mentally cucked. You're sitting on a side.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, if you are willingly, knowingly being in a relationship and your girl is sexually pleasing other men, you are a cuck. Now, I think it takes a real man to step away from that shit when they realize, oh, this is fucked up. And I think it takes a very weak man to stay in that shit. That's just my opinion.
It's on stream in the cuck chair as he shits all over drama streamers, slowly realizing that you fit the description.
That's part of the reason why I often don't fight back against a lot of these people that are fueling these hate raids and brigades, is because I know I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
That's misreporting the news and lying.
And eventually all of that is going to be background noise. And those people...
Wait, he's shitting on iDubbbz to his face. He ain't going to say nothing. He ain't going to say nothing.
They have a shelf life. They have a shelf life because they don't have the same stubborn nature that I do. They don't have the same interests as I do. They inevitably become their own worst enemies. They inevitably cook themselves. You might think you're riding high on the slop for a little bit. You might think you're getting showered with praise. An army of anonymous Redditors telling you you're brilliant. But at the end of the night, when you go home and you sit down and you look yourself in the mirror, you're not going to recognize who you've become.
He's literally describing him to his face.
Turning into a lolcow of a different variety. That's what I think.
That's so mean.
It's mean because it's you.
Yep. Yo, title of this video, Hassan turns on iDubbbz. Insane.
Ian's ends with him blindside.
Dude, Ian completely self-sabotaged his entire fucking life. What's this? iDubbbz's favorite spot? Oh, man. The executive cuck chair. Man, that's amazing. Jesus Christ. Yep, true. Very true. Very big. And
all of his fighters after tainting it with this drama. According to Harley, the main event fighter for Creator Clash 1, 2, and 3.
Harley's the fucking man, by the way. I love this dude.
H3's audience was a big percentage of the ticket sales and promotion for the event.
H3 sold the most tickets to Creator Clash 1 and 2, I believe. I think they did a lot of ticketing.
Wait. Is that true?
I would think that, wouldn't you? Like, what else? What other entity promoted Creator Clash?
Well, I think that personally, but I'm not the current headliner for the third card, so they want to hear it from you, not me.
The H3 podcast promoted Creator Clash 1 and 2 more than anyone. So, of course, Ian makes a video on Ethan alienating that whole audience, but also making the war in the Middle East a fundamental talking point of the event.
I don't know about the other fighters, but just for me, like, I'm just kind of like, oh, cool, the fun little charity fundraiser has now been attached to a decades-long bloody holy war in the Middle East. It's whatever. Cool. You know, it's not really like this fun sentiment I had. They did a temperature check on my...
I mean, it's really just super easy. We already know the concept works. iDubbbz and Anita's involvement adds fucking nothing. Just somebody else make Creator Clash, every creator who's in Creator Clash just leave and denounce Ian's actions because they're wrong and everybody knows they're fucking wrong, get a free boost in viewers, you might as well go ahead. I mean, today's the age of grifting, right? And then just join the new boxing event and then get a free PR boost. It's really that easy. I mean, like, listen, we're in the content creation field, man. Everybody's a fake-ass bitch, but at least this time, being a fake-ass bitch will result in a net positive on the fucking world, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody else run that shit. Damn, bro. Like, bro, get Miz to run that shit. Maybe not Miz. People don't like Miz. Get Aiden Ross to run that shit. You know, get Aiden Ross to run that shit. Get in there. It's that easy.
Team. They called my team and they were like, "How do you guys doing? How do you feel about everything?" And you know, they spoke to my guy and he was like, "Not that good. It's not that cool of a thing." And then they hit me up and I was like, "Well, how does everyone else feel about it?" And they were like, "Everyone loves it. Everyone's fine. Everyone's great. Your team's a little wonky about it, but everyone's good."
Oh God.
And I was like, "Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, I think I'm the only Jewish person on the card." And I know it's not like the Content Cop I know was supposed to be about like Ethan's behavior.
Yeah, then it turned into Content Cop Israel.
Yeah.
And the content deputy.
Get Asmongold to run it. People don't like Asmon either. We need to find somebody. Well, people don't like Aiden Ross either. Who's liked? Get Speed to run it. Yep. Get Speed to run that shit. Oh, that shit would be crazy. Get Kai to run it. Yeah, get Kai. Get Kai or Speed to run that shit, man.
iDubbbz and Anissa would claim.
Yeah, shit. Get Emmy to run it. Get Emmy. Or Moist Critical. That would be insane.
They are no longer affiliated with Creator Clash and that they inform the fighters.
Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control.
They didn't decide shit. They got booted. We all know it.
To our business partners who ran the previous 2 events. They're very capable. They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. Anissa and I just don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move.
From everything I've seen, it seems like the fighters don't really know what's going on. But don't worry, Hassan is going to give the reason for why the headliner of the event dropped out. And by that, I mean make it up on the spot.
And Anissa basically relinquished control over Creator Clash 3, a boxing charity match that they had put together 3rd year in a row after Ethan got Lena to drop out, and also another fighter, Harley, also dropped out because he was upset and offended that Ian and iDubbbz had dared to criticize Ethan.
Harley writes he's lying or someone lied to him. That's not why I backed out of the event. We just saw Harley tell
Hassan lying. Man, that's a shocker.
Nick, that he was all for the content cop being made on Ethan as long as it was about his content. You know what Harley didn't seem to like, though? The dog whistle that was the swastika sword.
They're your swords, and according to the New York Times article, there was 10 options. So what's the chances that they chose the swastika one? That seems pretty slim.
Well,
you got 10
considering
swords,
that
don't you?
The week prior to that, I believe. I don't know the exact timeline. I don't really remember when they shot this, but I had the sword out because I was doing an Assassin's Creed promo. Do you feel like if I thought it was like genuinely a swastika sword, I would use it in an Assassin's Creed promo shot?
Yeah. You called it a swastika sword. Yes.
Yes. That's what we call a dog whistle, Hassan.
I'm just looking for clarification here. Do you think that I deliberately was using a dog whistle in an Assassin's Creed promo, or that it was a cool sword that was laying around because it's the only long sword that I have?
You have 10 swords.
I know, they're heavy. That's not a real sword.
See, guys, the other swords were too heavy, as if a sword isn't meant to be held. What's very odd to me is how proud he is.
Jesus Christ, bro. Just think about it for 5 seconds, man, and then all falls apart.
And Anissa were for taking their own event and making fighters drop out, and then dropping out themselves when things got hard. Screwing everybody who's still involved.
Yeah, it's his
they're seemingly very proud of it. Anissa tweeted, "Hey, BB girl, I know you're so desperate for any crumbs from me, so here's a big piece of f you. We are not financially tied to this event, and even if we were, we had it situated to protect us and the charity. You have no power over us. You're just an asshole." The remaining business partners have seemingly tried to get Harley back on the card.
Kind of was very easy for me to separate. And then when, you know, it was like Ian and Anissa are stepping down, you want to come back? I was like, that was never a problem for me.
Wow, wait a minute. So wait, they dropped down and then they tried to bring you back to the table?
What do you know? You didn't know that?
When the event fails, and it seems like it's going to, Ian has already planted the seeds to blame Ethan.
Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders.
It actually does, though. Why is he being sarcastic?
But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
How stupid does he think we are? His own fighters aren't fooled by this.
Ian and Ethan are now doing this YouTube battle against each other, going through this drama war. Creator Clash is receiving a lot of collateral damage.
See, and see, it's so funny. Everyone's saying like, "Oh, I hate H3." How H3 actually got Creator Clash to get some negative air. They see this is like iDubbbz.
Do you see how Homosity Piker throws a kick? No, I haven't. I'd love to see it.
Made a video about them.
Yeah.
He, the founder of Creator Clash, made a video about these other people who are creating drama. They, you know, so I'm saying like this is like this thing
And
where
it's like, I'm not going to tell Ian what to do. It's not
Yeah,
my place
yeah,
to be like,
sure.
Ian, maybe you shouldn't like do that because
Yeah, well,
the rest of us might kind of catch some strays from it.
Yeah,
But at the same time,
He kicks very gaily. That's because Hassan has a very small head and very dainty feet.
it's like, it feels like Ian and I we're friends walking down a sidewalk, and he gets stung by a wasp, and he's like, oh, and he looks up and there's a wasp nest there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a wasp nest. And he pulls out a bat, and he runs up and hits that wasp nest and comes back. He's like, I showed that wasp nest. And I'm like, uh-oh. And all the wasps come flying out, and they start stinging us, both of us. Mostly him because he was the, but I'm like sitting, I'm getting stung. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't come on this walk to get stung by.
Hey, and then you hang out with Jonathan Tectone. He sees a wasp, so he punches the wasp in the fucking face and kills it. Yeah, that's the difference between him and me.
Wasp, why'd you go hit the wasp nest? Yeah. And he's like, all right, the only thing to do here to protect you is to run away. And so he runs away. And now I'm like, okay, I guess they're following him, but I'm still kind of getting stung here. Not really what I signed up for.
The content cops have this patronizing language of take accountability and be an adult, yet Ian's the one who needs to grow up. You're dressed like a skinhead, missing a tooth, and hanging out with the most deplorable and dishonest people online. Just in my last video, Denims was lying about being a victim of Destiny to try and get some free clout. And all the recording showed was—
Ain't Denims the one who tried to fuck Destiny? Am I crazy? I swear to God, Denims tried to fuck Destiny. Ain't there like screenshots of like Denims admitting that she wanted Destiny's dick? Am I crazy? I swear to God, I've seen that.
For admitting to staying in Destiny's apartment and having sex with a dude for 2 days without Destiny's permission or knowledge.
I don't know how you feel 100% because you don't talk about any of this stuff, which is fine. So like if you're like in an awkward situation, right? I'm trying to be a good guy and give you a way out like, hey, well, my apartment is open if you want to go in. So that gives you the ability to either say like, oh no, it's okay, I'll go with, or okay, thanks for offering, I'll go to your apartment. That wasn't like bring into my apartment for him to have free reign in here for a day. Holy shit. That is so weird. Why? Why would you put me?
Here they are. Here it is. Was begging for clout from Tectone, begging for sex from Destiny. What? I wanted to fuck Atlas and you. You're mad that you two didn't get to fuck. Oh, well, wait, are you actually serious about what? About this Atlas thing. Did you think I only wanted to fuck Atlas? Oh, yeah, 100% lol. She wanted to get railed by Destiny and Atlas at the same time. Holy fuck. And bro gets offended that I call her a whore. Bro, come on, man.
It's a weird spot where I think
that's like me being offended that you call me bald. Like, what are we talking about? Yes, she did, and Destiny denied her, so she got passed and launched a disinformation campaign. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Come home and see an incredibly creepy guy that is such a weird position in my community that's been trying to get me to stop talking to my ex-girlfriend because he's trying so hard to her, is now somebody else in my bed, dragging his hairy balls across my blankets, okay? Oh my God. And so we leave for an hour. It's like, holy shit. So we leave for an hour and come back and your ball's still there. Oh God.
Now I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We are friends with Denim.
You're friends with someone who's trying to throw themselves in as a revenge porn victim for clout. And I don't even want to get into Frogan.
The best thing that you can do for me is to support Creator Clash. Buy a ticket, buy a pay-per-view ticket, an in-person ticket.
Nobody did it. Yeah, nobody did it. That's what's hilarious.
Or
June 28th. Oh, that's soon, man. Uh-oh.
Donate to the fundraiser. I just want to see this event do well.
The arena is still completely empty. There's entire sections of the floor seats that haven't sold anything. He had 9 million views in promotion for this event and it's failed horribly. None of these comments are actually talking about it. They aren't even talking about the content of the video. Everyone's just memeing. iDubbbz leaves out so much context. The complaints he has about Ethan aren't even significant to the audience. It's amazing. iDubbbz is so selfish he couldn't even remain the sole cuck. He decided to cuck his whole charity event. He's like, no, I'm not participating. I prefer to just watch the whole fest burn down.
And in
I enjoy watching. Oh, Jesus.
Closing, I will reiterate so that, there's no ambiguity about it. Anissa and I are no longer involved in Creator Clash. We're stepping down completely. We hope that the event is a massive success this year. We hope that all the fighters get what they wanted out of it.
They won't now. Moral of the story, you can cuck yourself. You might even be able to cuck your wife. But if you cuck a charity event full of people who've been preparing for—
Yo, myth. Yo, drop out. Yo, hear me out. Myth. Drop out, start your own. You know what I'm saying? It's really that easy. Bro, it would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. It would be such good content. Because, Myth, let's be real. You know it. I know it. Everybody in this chat knows it. You are the best fighter by far. I'm not even going to lie. I was going to watch you fight straight up. Dude, hey, it'd be easy. It'd be that easy. Also, good to see you, man.
for it over the last year, just a couple of months before it goes live, you can call that empathy, but I might call you an asshole. I have a lot more to say about
Chat, am I an asshole? Am I a dickhead? I can't tell.
Hassan, Frogan, and Issa, and the serial docs are known as bad empanadas. Hassan's lying, acting like he's on the verge of being deported because he's a liberal, when in reality it was a standard randomized check that lasted like 50 minutes. We can't let him get...
Meth, all you need to know from me is you have so much power in your hands right now, it's insane. It's when they invited me to do that shit, I was like, maybe I join, and then I drop out the day before. Oh, I'm fucked up. Oh, Jesus. I'm just a little silly guy.
Get away with that. So subscribe to the channel and
Wait, the leader of the ADL just blamed Hassan for the terror attack. Can you link me that?
Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring.
Is Hassan now 510% fucked?
This video. And shout out to the homies over on Patreon: Crimson Glass, River, Christina Vina, Mac Monkey, Drink Kobex, Necro Valley, The Confusing Opinion, Eddie Bizzle, Tismic Fitz, Christopher H, Sennial Music.
Dude, this is my first time watching a Willie Mac show video, and I enjoyed every single second of it. This was fucking fantastic. Go like, comment, subscribe. That's some crazy shit. Here's my opinion. I think Ian and Hassan are pieces of shit. It's really that easy. Great. YouTube. Great. Yeah, he's actually cooked. Absolutely. What, this actually happened? Hold up. The head of the ADL directly blames Hassan the Hun for the DC shooting. The full force of the U.S. government is about to come down on him. When these things happen, politicians look for a scapegoat to show that they're doing something. Hassan will be the guy. Wait, what?
But all of us need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan Piker, who regularly employs awful genocidal rhetoric against Jewish people in the Jewish state. Like, extremists should not be empowered. People who spout prejudice should not be platformed. This is a moment when we need to look ourselves in the mirror and say, we've got to stop this because the consequences are deadly.
Guys, what's about to happen can be so funny. Wait, why does it say the post is unavailable? Don't tell me they deleted that shit. Hold up. Why did it say post unavailable? Why? Good. Hold up. Is there... I got you.
But all of us need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile
make this a little bit
few
easier.
Weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan.
I'll download the video myself. Yeah, that way it can't be deleted. I'll just make it easier for everybody.
Need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan Piker.
This gamer. Yeah, fucking right. Gamer is not something to call Hassan Piker. Hassan is about to be 510% fucked. That's insane. That is insane. That is fucking nuts. Gamer is insane. Like, that is, yeah, Hassan's response. Man, I can't believe Asmongold and Destiny made him say that. Tag Nux. I'm sure Nux has already seen. I'm sure Blue Hitler has already seen. Yo, guys, if any of you guys want to go interact with that post, you're more than welcome to. Here's a link. Go like, go retweet, go comment, do whatever you want. Appreciate you guys. And he still won't get banned. Yeah, I know. Oh, let me do this. What y'all think about this? Great. Yeah, that's wild, right? Yeah, it's wild. Can anyone send the link here? Yeah, it's already been sent like a million times. Nux is probably doing the video right now. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It looks like we get more slop from Sensitive Society, Nux, and more Pegasus. There was a reply from Nux. Okay, great. Fucking immune to ban. True. Teggy posted YouTube chat. One of my mods was at 100%. Tag Dan. I'll let you guys tag Dan. Give me 1 second. We'll leave this post up for 1 second. Yeah, let me go piss real quick. Let me go piss. You guys can tag whoever you want. I'll be back. Hi, Chatsan, Nani Daski. Oh, God, I look particularly jacked today, dude. Yeah, what's up, boys? We're back. Today's my rest day, by the way. Thank fucking God. I'm only doing cardio and active recovery. My shoulder is feeling actually a good bit better, which is quite nice, but I'm rapidly healing right now, which has been awesome. My body feels great. I've been injecting drugs and killing people. Yep, it's been great. Jesus. Just gotta keep stressing it out. I can't stop listening to that fucking AI Ice Cream song. Oh, it's so bad, bro. It's so fucking bad. Nani daski? Chocominto. Yorimo Anna. All right, cool. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, at this point, yeah, bro's not gonna get banned. Bro's gonna get deported. That's wild. Anyways, Among Us. Yeah, how you guys doing, man? I want to see your face when you see Hamas Piker's kicks. Well, then link me them, man. That's the easiest part. If you want me to see that, just link me it here or on the Daily Scramble. But I'm letting you know if you want me to. Better yet, you want me to look up Hassan Piker kicks. Hassan Piker kicking. What is this? It?
Listen, bro, we're in your shine. We're out here. Oh my God, what happened? You died. That's what happened. Fucking watch out, dude.
What the fuck was that? Stop. How does he look afraid of the punching bag while he's punching him, bro? That's insane. What's this? Kanye drops an interesting tweet after tonight's event in DC. I am done with anti-Semitism. I believe him. I believe him, bro. Fucking wicked emoji, bro. Jesus. Imagine if Yi is able to realize enough is enough, but Hassan isn't. That's so funny. Jesus. Bad looky? Yeah, for sure. Ooh, uh-oh. To be an interesting day at the least, the head of ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, just brought up Hassan Piker's name and then talking DC Jewish Museum attack. This gamer, Hassan Piker, who regularly employs awful genocidal rhetoric against Jewish people, moment where we need to look at ourselves in the mirror. Absolutely. Yep. I'm not gonna, yeah, he got fucking mogged. Absolutely. What is the ADL? The anti-hate organization founded in 1903, the Anti-Defamation League. Great, and now we know. And now we're educated. Truly not a good look. Two who Twitch income got demolished. The U.S. will stop making... Stop. Bro, that is fucking foul, bro. That is fucking foul, bro. Holy shit. That's the most brutal thing I've ever heard. Hold up. You know what? I'm going to tweet it out. Yeah, that was such a zinger. I'm going to steal it. The U.S. government just got rid of Two Who's yearly salary. Sag day for the god of unemployment. That's insane. That's crazy, bro. That is legit one of the... I don't know who said that. Who said... Jesus. Who said that? Azor Ahai 911. That was one of the funniest things I've ever read. That's insane. Nux reply. Let's see it. You have randomly selected for secondary screening. Yep. Seat. iDubbbz face. Hamas Diddy Adolf Piker. Jesus Christ, bro. To Kami Airlines. That's wild. Somebody animate Nuxtaku fucking Hassan in the ass. That would be insane. The title is Hassan Piker is literally 100% fucked for his porn video. Oh my God, bro. That is so funny. Legit. That is diabolically funny, bro. What the fuck? Here's the other post. Shout out to the chatter that I stole that from. That's so funny. What the fuck is that face? Jesus. We need your power to ban Raid and Vision. He's gone too far. You need to ban him. Ban who? So take people's profile picture, make it look fatter, and then harass him with it. Juno need to be banned. Not gonna lie. Blood crossed the line. Well, I don't get it. What? Is that a ass? I can't even tell that's an ass. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but oh well. All right, cool. Anyways. Cool. We got way more videos to react to, so why don't we get on into it? Yeah. All right. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, and I'm just going to check something real quick. Mods on Twitch, can you link my YouTube live stream? Can you link that real quick to Twitch chat real quick? If you can just spam that link for a second. If you have a moment, if you just have a single moment. If you are new here, if you could do me a massive favor, if you could follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you're already subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you could turn the bell on for all notifications, I would greatly appreciate that shit. I'm going to be refreshing my subscriber feed because I'm curious how many new subs we get with me asking for that. If you guys don't mind, that would be fucking amazing. We're averaging over 1,000 new subs a day right now. Which has been insane. Yeah, the sub growth has been fucking ridiculous. And I greatly appreciate you guys for that. Let's see, did that get me any subs? Oh, it got me 30 new subs. I'm glad I asked. I greatly appreciate you guys. Whoa, damn, 50 new subs. Holy shit. Yo, guys, welcome. I greatly appreciate that shit. Thank you so fucking much. That is really fucking cool. I wonder if we get to 857,000 right now. We got that right? Damn, we gained another 17. Damn, we almost gained 90 subs just like that. Yo, if any of you guys else have not subscribed to YouTube yet, that would be fucking amazing. Another 11. I'm going to just sit here. Guys, subscribe to YouTube, please. Please, God. Another 8. Guys, please, God, subscribe to YouTube. For the love of God, please subscribe to my YouTube. We're about to hit 857,000. For the love of Christ. For the love of Christ, subscribe to my YouTube, please. Please, God, please. Please, God, for the love of God, please. 12 more. Guys, For the love of God, why don't you stream on YouTube like always? I do. I have been. Brother, have you been living underneath a fucking rock? Bro, I've been streaming on YouTube every single day now for, let's pull this shit up. We've been streaming live on YouTube. Damn, we got a lot of viewers here too. We got 4.3 thousand viewers just on YouTube. That is fucking insane. Thank you guys so much. That is fucking astronomical. We have now streamed every day for about 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks straight. Every single day, 9 a.m. CST to 2 p.m. CST is what I aim for. Sometimes a little bit late, admittedly. Sometimes I stream shorter, sometimes I stream longer. But I'm trying to go live every day at 9 a.m. CST. It's been great so far. On Twitch and YouTube, been awesome. What is the stream even about? Anything and everything. It's a variety stream. But yeah, absolutely everything. A lot of current events involving gotcha and people who are retarded. I kind of just, okay, to be honest, if I were to say, what is the one thing that I do on my stream? It's point and laugh. That's pretty much what we do here. We look at the retards of the internet, we point at them and we laugh. And we do it collectively. It's great. Yeah, it's awesome. Yep. Summons today? Yeah, we will most likely, no, yeah, we'll be doing Wuthering Waves today for sure, 100%. Hey. I killed that fucking wasp.
Good job.
Thanks. Spaghetti. Okay, so, all right. So 2 frog fuels, that was 120 calories. And then a spaghetti. That was 800 calories for both. And then a beef stick, that's 900 calories. So I've had 1,020 calories so far. And the apples. And the apples were what, 200 calories, 250 calories?
Yeah.
So I'm at 1,270 calories so far.
I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. What am I trying to stay underneath?
I don't know. Didn't you use the calculator thing?
I think I'm trying to stay below 2,800, but I think sometimes I stay below 2,000 or 2,200.
2000's a little low.
It seems kind of extreme.
Yeah.
But I also just can't fucking tell. Because I can't tell, like, am I, because I'm doing what, like 400 calories worth of burning of cardio a day? I don't know. Anyways. Thanks for the spaghetti.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's like a mini game.
Yeah. You should just use a calorie calculator.
So, what are you doing?
Laying down.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm in pain.
Why you play a video game? I'll let you play my PS5 if you want. You want to play my PS5 or what?
I want to play on my PS5. I'm going to let you use my PS5 if you want to play on
Dude, you want to have a really fun time?
What?
Boot up my PS5 and play the game Astrobot.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
I think I'm going to fall asleep.
Okay. When you wake up, go on my PS5 and play Astrobot. Okay. Straight up. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
You ever played Mario?
Yeah, I've played fucking Mario. I was actually thinking of playing that earlier downstairs.
Instead of playing Mario, you should boot up my PS5 and play Astrobot.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to eat my pasta. Bye.
If there's any shred of sympathy that you have for me in this life, a Pepsi would be insane right now.
We don't have any I'm just drink your water, bro. Drink your water. We don't have any decaffeinated.
That's okay.
You're gonna have a fucking panic attack if you have caffeine. So.
No, I won't. I'm begging you.
You literally tweak every time you have like slightly too much caffeine. You're like, oh fuck, I had 121 milligrams today instead of 120. I gotta end stream now. I'm having an anxiety attack. So I'm not giving you fucking caffeine. Just eat your pasta and drink your fucking water. I'm gonna lay down. That's a bad joke.
Are you done fucking humiliating me?
Yeah, okay, I gotta go. My it's gonna get cold. I gotta go. Come on, bad Joe.
Thanks for shitting on me in front of all of my fucking friends.
Sorry, enjoy your pasta. Come on. Come on, bad Joe.
Yeah, guys, you like watching me eat spaghetti? How long do we get ant stream? I got no idea. Oh my god. Yo, can you guys tell Asmongold to take a day off? Straight up. Bro needs to take a day off every week. When was the last time bro missed a fucking day? Let's pull up this shit. Baldy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my God. Bro has not had a day off in fucking 2 weeks. Like, Jesus, bro. Just take a fucking day, man. Good Lord. You born for Kachona? Yeah. We is. I was eating my spaghetti. I love this shit, man. I like eating the spiral ones because it makes me feel like I'm eating a worm, like a larva. You know? In my head, that makes it exciting. What is the last day off? You fell to the ceiling? Yeah, that's true. It's been a while. He's right now ranked #1 on all Twitch. Is it really? Zach Rar. #1. What are we at? Dude, 252 ain't bad. That's pretty damn nice. Low key. That feels good. I wonder what number that is of English-speaking streamers. Number 120 on English. Yeah, honestly, man, that's Grandmaster 100%. No, I love that. I'll be real, though. I know I could probably get top 100, probably even top 50, if I... Hold up. Streamed more, but I'm so proud of how well I'm doing while maintaining a healthy relationship and a healthy life, you know? Like, my work-life balance has never been better, and I really don't want to jeopardize that. But it feels good. It really does. Weight's going down. Health's getting better. Mental health is insane. Like, my mental health right now is so good, it's crazy. You need to farm a little more? Yeah, true. Yeah. You stream a niche fan base like Gotcha, pulling the numbers you do is insane. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're doing a little bit more than Gotcha these days. But all things considered, yeah, no, we're fucking owning 100%. What's this? Can you point? Are you preparing for worse times, perhaps? What do you mean by preparing for worse times? Like when I get older? Can you point and laugh at this retard? Which guy? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Mental health equals crazy? No, I mean, like my mental health is crazy good. All right, cool. Anyways, let's keep going on, man. Let's watch some more slop. Oh my God, huge Finon leaks. Okay. Is it insane? That's cool. Oh, look at him walk. What the fuck is that? Is that his skill? Oh, he gonna be broken. He gonna be mega broken. Okay. Damn, that looks great. What's this all? Jesus. What the fuck is all that? What? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? What is this? What? Man, I wonder if he's going to be top tier. Yeah. That looks crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, that almost looks better than Castris. It's definitely up there, but I mean, I'm glad the animations are getting better. I just really feel like he's going to have a global passive. More Fate collab leaks. It looks horrible. Wait, what the fuck? He looks terrible. Wait, yo, this guy looks like fucking trash. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, everything else looks like dog shit. Now I understand why the character's free. That makes sense. Yeah, he looks fucking terrible. Okay, cool. Fight on alt finisher, please. Only 21 seconds. What the fuck? Yeah, he might be the best animations in the entire game. I look forward to seeing what his kid is like. Wait, his counter attack too? Is there more? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, true. Yeah, I take the traffic cone. Yeah, I take the traffic cone. Check DM. I can't. Gun to head emoji. What is this? He can 0 cycle with 5 actions remaining after taking 2 actions. He is Miyabi compared to the rest of the cast. Biggest power creep in Honkai Star Rail history. Oh. Oh. Okay. So it's cooked. Because now that he's the new scale, every enemy is going to be balanced around that scale. So he's actually cooked. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, HSR's fucked. Yep. That's insane. That is wild. Saber animations? Oh, are they insane? I think they did a great job with Saber from what I've seen so far. I will say, like, in her base form here, she does look pretty bad. Like, the alt looks cool, but this right here, she doesn't look that good. She looks like a fucking Mondstadt NPC. Pretty nice. That looks really good for a launch unit, but not for a fucking 3.0 unit. Yeah. That looks amazing. Right? This charging animation for your alt, this looks fantastic. I think her ult looks great, and her ult enhanced abilities look great. Everything else looks mid as fuck. Finon looks insane. Let's just go ahead and talk about this. You can zero cycle with Bronya and Ting Yun. E0 S1 Finon 3 cost 0 cycle. What the fuck is that damage, bro? Okay, that's insane. Yeah. Well, that's fucking nuts. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yep. Finon, hold up. Archer looks mid as fuck besides his ult. Saber looks mid as fuck besides her ult. Finon will be the biggest power creep in HSR history, and they decided to put God himself in the game. Not gonna lie, this shit is ass. What a disappointment. Yep. Yep. You know it, I know it. Everybody fucking knows it. Low, yeah, surprised they didn't do more with these collab character animations. Yeah, honestly, true. Yep, not a great take, TBH. What was I wrong about? What was I wrong about? People always say bad take, L take, but you can't tell me why I'm wrong. Right? In that, did I misspell something? Oh, because I misspelled it in the game? That's fine. Yeah, it's all right. He looks good, at least say that. I quite literally said they decided to put God himself in the game. Do you not think that means he looks good? I literally equated him to God. I think bro said comparing him to God isn't high enough praise. What the fuck? Remember, guys, power creep only exists if you're greedy and stupid. This will only happen if you're, you can't do this unless you're greedy and stupid, man. Yeah, that's insane, man. People love to be offended. Yeah, let's look up greedy and stupid. Come on. It's gotta be on here. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This bitch is so hot, though. These 6 animations are so hot, it's insane. Where is the Mr. Pokey greedy and stupid thing? Where is it? Mr. Pokey. I hate these posts. I don't know why, man. I don't like these. Where is the greedy and stupid? Was it deleted? I love this, by the way. This shit is so funny. They only care about power creep when it's a dude taking over a girl spot. No, I'm pretty sure we've always cared about power creep, man. Cypher is the best beauty market location. I haven't seen it. It's too bad I have to skip her because of fucking Hyacinth. What is... Oh, you pulled the fucking unicorn? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, go. Look at Jeff. Sure. What happened to Jeff? New team up, Jeff Nader.
And Jeff can combine their might when both of their ultimates are ready, unleashing the fearsome Jeff Nader. Storm directs the swirling Jeff Nader, dealing sustained damage over time before ultimately devouring enemies.
You can Jeff Nader? Okay, that's... We might have to go back to Marvel Rivals, man. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, Emma Frost is... Man, Yeah, at Tectone. Hassan is fucked and his strongest supporter is gone. No fucking way. Suspended Jake Chinatown had it coming. Yeah, ain't this like the biggest like schizo shit I've ever seen? Like, wasn't this guy spewing like schizo shit non-fucking stop about me and many other creators? That's probably good, but I'm sure the guy already has an alt, man. I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm not going to think it's too big of a dub. You know, just make a new account. Days since last. Yeah. Okay, Baldy. True. Find out was the best thing I've ever seen. All gotcha. Yeah. Disagree. Power only exists for you're greedy and stupid. Yep. You don't play the game. Why do you care? Oh. Well, souls. I'm glad you asked, and I would love to answer. First off, let me address, I understand your frustrations and wanting to silence any critics that go against your love for this greedy and stupid company. But the reason, as a gotcha connoisseur, how do you spell that? Connoisseur. 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 There we go. Connoisseur is the very blatant fact that Hoyoverse has a monopoly over the gacha space. We have seen many companies use Hoyoverse games as a blueprint to use to make new gacha games. When we allow Hoyoverse to get away with horrible business practices, it will, in fact, have a ripple effect in other non-Hoyo games because these companies can learn how far businesses can push them before they snap. Ethan, name of the rain. So the reason why I care is because Hoyoverse's latest decision making and business practices are unhealthy for the space as a whole. Hope this helps. Great. Nails, fire, and heart, every color of heart. Great. Hope that helps. You don't play the game. Why do you care? Because I don't need to play something to care about it. Hopefully that makes sense. You silly little guy. Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, hope this helps. But I know we're just a little bit upset. Souls. And bro has a picture of a child as his profile picture. Hey, you'll repost my YouTube thing, but I hope this helps. Ooh, yo, you actually, you know what? You might be a good guy. Maybe you are just genuinely wondering why I care. Hopefully this helps expound upon why I care so much. Hey, dude, I noticed you keep talking about HSR and Genshin when you don't play. Why don't you just leave us alone? You're right, Ethan. I am so sorry. Anyways, yep. Dun, 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 dun. That's me. I love this movie. Yep. Don't speak your mind, away will cry. True. Wait, a guy told me HP inflation is a joke. Yeah, also very, very, very true. All right, great. Teggy, they're coming for your job. What's this?
Oh my god. Yes! Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe! Woo! Oh my god. Yes! Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe!
Yeah, that's weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Dude, you know what's crazy? There was the AI video of some guy playing Minecraft, and it was so uncanny. And it had the exact same energy as all of the Genshin players. And it's like, I genuinely think I genuinely think AI is going to replace almost every single Genshin Impact gacha content creator. Genuinely. I genuinely do. Yep. It looks awful. Yeah, but little kids won't be able to tell the difference. And yeah, I think Genshin creators are going to fall off even harder, to be honest. Quebblecop? Probably. Quebblecop? Yeah, probably. Have you seen this collab? Seen what collab?
And what is... This is not what I think. I was trying to fucking close it. Jesus Christ, guys. Guys, what are y'all doing? Oh, what y'all doing?
Nikke, Goddess of Victory. Your time has come.
What happened?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, you guys might be confused as to what is going on. You guys are at the thumbnail outline. This right over exactly what I'm calling it, guys. The Gacha Apocalypse. As you guys can see here, the Gacha Apocalypse. We have Infinity Nikki, Black Beacon, Nikke, and Tribe 9. These 4 games are getting absolutely cooked in the Gacha Apocalypse, and failed molds built up to a 100% SSR mold. Battle Pass has.
You can read this. You don't have to watch this guy. Yeah. What happened here? CN Nikke leaves global in the mud. Loading times are significantly reduced. Tribe towers have auto progress. Molten of SRs and failed molds have built 100% SSR mech. Battle Pass has 2 levels, 1 propulsion, 1 for resources. Multiple characters that kits buffed, according to Seth, will come from time. You know that 5 characters at once, you give it 160 wall. Just been out there with better resources and characters available at other shops. So CN got a bunch of quality of life that aren't in America yet. Have they confirmed they're not coming to America? We'll watch that soon. The mold part is big. Yeah, no, the quality of lives are obviously fucking huge. And I think it's fine if CN gets a change as long as it's coming to global. I thought global was behind CN already. Am I nuts? Can we give Nick some love? He's playing Woo-Wah right now. Wait, is Nick actually playing Wuthering Waves right now? Nicholas Light? Nicholas Light? No, he's not, you lying fuck. No, he ain't. You lying fucking rat. Oh, on YouTube? Wait, bro streams on YouTube now? Nicholas Light. Oh my God, he is.
Like you normally would.
What am I in Super Cube? Look at all these fucking cubes. Arrive at the designated area and start stimulation training. All right, let's go.
I really hope EO doesn't hyperanalyze Nicholas Light's first time playing and tell everybody why he's a shit player and shouldn't be welcome in the Wuthering Waves community.
Ooh! I want to use her.
I can't believe I wasn't already subscribed.
Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, shit! Wait a minute! Oh! Yo, she's crazy! She's a healer? Ooh, nope. Fuck out of here, boy.
Let me be your blade.
Boom! Let me be your blade. You can be
I have
what
to
you
wait
want,
5
darling.
minutes so I can message him? Come on, man. Are you serious?
Nice.
As Yotan had previously detected.
I wonder if that's the play. Put it on 5-minute sub-only mode. That way people will have to sub. 3 damage, he missed Zany? Oh, well. All right, cool. I wanted to watch a lot of... Yeah, make sure EO doesn't get like that, guys. He's going to rip him to shreds. Yeah, I needed to watch this video about Infinity Nikki. This girl is your #1 fan, Arlicock. Here to announce that I, Ray Arlicock, bet on Tectone's life that I will not pull Finon. Now pull Finon. Your impact. Please pull him. Wait, hold up. So you're going to pull him. How long ago did they post this? $10 hours ago, and they only got 160 likes. Damn, bro, that's pathetic. That is actually fucking pathetic. All right, cool. Let's continue. So apparently the Nikke devs made a statement after, let me just refresh y'all's memory. They increased the pity by 20. They put in a bathtub in the game for $50 and then said 80% sale and put it for $10. They pay gated all of the different dyes for every outfit in Infinity Nikki. They completely retconned the story. Yeah, Nikke, not Nikki. Yeah, Infinity Nikki. Yeah. That's what you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they just decided, what if we take this amazing game and we make it fucking terrible? And apparently the Infinity Nikki fan base is in flames, and many people are quitting. People are putting in, they're not boycotting. They want to make it very clear they're not boycotting this game. They're girl-cotting. And that term got banned from being used in the Discord because the devs are trying to silence the criticism versus the game. And yeah, they gave out the apology, the usual 10-10-10 apology that devs often do whenever they fuck up. However, they didn't fix any of the things that players wanted them to fix. And apparently now we finally got their response. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah, they also deducted currency from account. Yeah, true.
Nikki devs finally made a statement. It's been a long 3 weeks since the version 1.5 update dropped, and 2 weeks since I made my first video about the issues. It feels like it's been longer. Invol's silence has been deafening, especially because as time passed, even more widespread issues came to light. It's been hard to imagine what the company could possibly do to fix this, but at the same time,
I will say, Momo completely bodies Abby and Paimon. Just want to make that very clear. Momo is the GOAT of side characters in gacha games.
it seemed impossible that they would completely ignore it. That would have been the worst thing they could do.
This actually makes me so sad. I was actually planning a hidden stream where I was going to beat all of Infinity Nikki on stream. That's a shame. I actually really like this game.
Now that they've finally spoken up, let's see whether they've actually addressed any of the problems this time. If you want to understand the context, please go watch my previous video first. I won't revisit all the details, but before we get to their statement, let's quickly list the issues which were covered. Before the update, there was the wishlist issue, where they tried to rug pull the rewards, though at least that one was addressed at the time.
Oh my god. Yeah, so there was a thing where if you sign up, I believe it was 200,000 members, it was originally 100,000 members, you get 20 pulls. And then just as they were about to reach 100,000 members, they pushed it to 200K and said 100K only gets 2 pulls. So that was the biggest rug pull I've ever seen.
The original opening to the game was
I can't believe they got away with that shit.
And replaced with a confusing mess. Most people consider that a retcon, though some are adamant that it doesn't count. Either way, this was just an awful decision. The game also had
Yeah, so they retconned the game. They retconned the game's stories because they wanted multiplayer to make sense in universe, but they could have just said it's a dream whenever you play multiplayer, and everybody would have bought that shit regardless. Nobody on Earth is ever saying, yeah, we need multiplayer to be canon. Nobody fucking cares, right? Nobody fucking cares. Just say, when you go to multiplayer, you go to sleep and you have a dream of this. You don't need to retcon the entire fucking game. It makes no sense.
an insane number of game-breaking bugs, with many people unable to log in, many others effectively unable to play, and pretty much everyone experiencing broken UIs, stuttering, and other constant minor bugs. My fancy fireworks dress is still broken, and customer service has ignored my messages. The monetization changes were awful too. The dying feature turned out to be stupidly expensive, the new outfits increased the gacha pity by 20 pulls, and they also introduced the purchasable bathtub with a fake...
Yeah, so I believe when you got a new dye, you're allowed to universally change the color of every single outfit. Now you have to unlock every color for every outfit specifically. And there's like hundreds of outfits. So it's just like very non-sustainable. And a lot of the dyes that were available just by in-game grinding are now locked behind pay gating as well as event exclusive. Yes, guys, I keep up to date with this a lot. I know you might be surprised. Why do you know so much about Infinity Nikki? Because I actually really like the game. And I think the community is great too.
Discount label, which is illegal in many countries. And finally, they reduced the frequency of the endgame rewards. This particular complaint was addressed in their initial apology, mostly, though it still provides a little less than had been promised at first. Players have been responding to this.
Oh, every color for every item in the outfit, not every outfit. Yeah, that was insane. And then they made outfits take more pieces. I think they went from 7 to 11. And they added in like fake accessories that you'll never see anyways, just to make it longer to get the entire outfit. It's so bullshit.
Via a boycott, renamed a girl cut after the original term was banned from many official forums. This started off fairly mild, but people intended to step it up over time. The final stage, which was planned for this week, was for everyone to stop logging in at all. If that didn't get a response...
Yeah, it was to stop logging in, and then I believe it was also to wait 3 days on pulling on any banner to fuck up future projections.
Many plan to just give up and quit the game entirely.
Yeah.
One that I had missed originally is that version 1.5 added a time-limited event providing bonus rewards for people who spend real-world money on the game, which was not announced in advance. Many people were upset because they had just spent money buying things in anticipation for the new update. In version 1.4, there were some time-limited bundles people could buy at a discount, a real one this time, which were due to expire when the version changed. So many who enjoyed the game decided to go ahead and stock up in anticipation of the new content. After the update, with the sudden reveal of the extra rewards for spending, all those people had to either spend more or miss out on those extra rewards from the new spending event. If they had known in advance, they may have decided to hold back on their purchases for a few days, but instead we were kept in the dark. It's hard to see any way to interpret this as anything other than cynical greed on the part of Infold. The idea that they might have added this event without advance planning just doesn't seem realistic, and by not announcing the event, they created this situation where some people will feel compelled to spend more than they had originally intended.
Taking knowing so much about my cozy girl game makes me so happy. Well, here's the thing, Chili Millies. They even took away the cozy tag off the Steam store to attempt to make it more universal, which I think is bullshit because we all know people are playing this game for comfort because it's a comforting game.
And another, which I had been unaware of, is the dyeing feature has serious issues as well. Many collars are inaccurate. The underlying collar of the clothes is often somewhat visible through the collar of the dyes, and in some cases, palettes, which are supposed to be one color, look completely different to what you'd expect. Green swatches looking blue, red looking hot pink, and so on. More concerning, the item collars that are shown in the preview page where you actually buy the palettes and apply them to your outfit sometimes do not match what they look like when you use them in the open world. This hasn't happened to me personally, but if the screenshots I've seen are accurate, they make it pretty clear that this is not just a lighting issue.
Yep.
This may be something which only affects specific hardware, but either way, for
That
those
shit would
affected,
drive
it's
me
a big
insane.
disappointment, especially considering all those
Colors not
layers of
being accurate
monetization
would drive
people
me
have to
fucking
navigate
nuts.
in order to buy a Swatch in the first place. When something is that
'Cause that's why
expensive,
people were
we
playing
have
this
to
game.
expect better. Much more concerning than either of those is the currency disappearing from people's accounts. This first started happening
You say disappearing, I say being fucking yoinked.
due to a bug which allowed people to collect more of one currency from the new area, which was supposed to be available in limited amounts per day. This currency
My opinion is if a game-breaking bug ever makes it to where players are getting more than they're supposed to, that's not the player's fault, that's the dev's fault, and the player should not be punished for that. And the players are not guilty for taking advantage of a bug. They're just not. I'm sorry, guys. They're just fucking not. And it's up to the devs to make it right, not for the players to be punished.
is used to unlock the miracle outfit and was time-gated so that it should take months to collect all the pieces. Some people encountered a bug which let them collect the daily rewards twice, though they had no idea it was a bug until Infold immediately released a patch which fixed that issue and removed the extra currency they had collected, even
That's
if it put
insane.
their balance into negatives.
That
Fine
is
to see their
insane.
priorities there.
That is
Shortly
fucking
afterwards, people
insane.
started reporting that they were losing other similar in-game currencies, and then people noticed that it began to happen with the really important one, diamonds, this game's premium currency, and not small amounts either. There's no way for me to tell whether these posts were caused by an actual bug or were just due to chargebacks or other transaction issues, but there were many people claiming this happened to them, often despite being free to play or just not having spent it all on the recent banners. Given all the issues
Nah, fuck
around the
that,
game,
dude.
at this point, most people are inclined to believe this kind of accusation. And since very few people actively keep track of their exact currency numbers, that is not a good suspicion to have lurking in everyone's minds. While Infold were ignoring the outcry, they did continue posting promotional content on their social media. Photo challenges, for example, where players submit photos in the hopes of winning prizes. Obviously, those kinds of things will be run by people whose entire job is to handle marketing, but it just leaves a really bad taste. And in addition, while players were actively leaving negative reviews on places like Steam, tanking the game's score, many spotted...
Yeah, I've heard that the company themselves allegedly botted positive reviews to combat the very real negative reviews, which, in my opinion, should be fucking illegal.
Some really suspicious reviews. Even with just a cursory investigation, it was very clear these were
There
bot
it
accounts
is.
paid to give a positive review to prevent the score
Yep.
from plummeting further.
We call that a ho-yo move, by the way. That is a ho-yo move.
Not a good look at all. And finally, there has been ongoing concern about how all of the technical issues have impacted people who bought the monthly Diamond subscription. You can pay $5 a month to get some premium currency, which appears in your account the first time you log in every day. If you don't log in, you don't get the currency, hence why these subscriptions are usually more reasonably priced. They increase engagement and build up the habit of logging in daily. Many people had an active subscription, but were unable to log in because the game was so utterly broken. They reached out to Infold's customer support, asking for confirmation that once the issues were fixed, anyone who had missed out on their diamonds would be compensated. In recent days, customer service finally replied and said that this was not going to happen and that if it happened in the future, the player should just log in on another device. This is also likely illegal in some countries. The subscription counts as a contract, and if Infold are unable to provide the service that the customer has purchased, it is on them to fix that, not the player. Many people
Absolutely.
don't have another device which could run the
100%.
game, so this response is unacceptable. So what did they actually say now that they have finally broken their silence? I'll skip past the apologies and acknowledgements of the fanbase's supposedly unwavering support for the game and focus on the actual substance.
Okay.
They mentioned some things which were pretty
Love that. Don't let them fluff this shit out.
obvious to anyone, that their preparation for the launch of 1.5 was insufficient, and they are responsible for the issues, and addressing them will remain a top priority for the team. As a
Okay.
result of this, they're delaying the release of the next update so that they can focus on
Wow, that's a fucking slap on the fucking dick. Okay, to fix this, we're gonna punish all the players by not putting out content. Okay, great. All right.
stability and prevent similar issues from recurring. That's probably for the best, though really, I don't think many people will particularly care about the new content until the problems with the existing direction have
Very
been addressed.
true.
They also specifically mentioned the issues with the co-op features and will be giving out 360 crystals to all players as compensation.
Bitch, that's it? 360? Bro, Kuro Games would have given every player a fucking yacht. Bro, these players deserve a fucking free 5-star outfit and every pallet unlocked. What the fuck what is that? What the fuck is that?
Note that this is just an in-game currency that you can gain by playing the co-op mode, which can be spent on things like poses or some exclusive clothes. Next, they touched on the issues they have encountered throughout the development cycle.
Oh yeah, so as our apology, we're gonna give you half a piece of chewed up bread. Yeah, hope you like it, man. We're so sorry. Yeah, bro, absolutely.
Emphasized that these are issues which are unprecedented for their team, and said that they decided to tackle the problems first and only communicate with the fans once they have concrete solutions. I understand where that's coming from, but always think it would be a better approach to publicly acknowledge issues earlier on. Some people would be angry at the lack of clear solutions and feel that it's just empty words, but a large part of most people's frustration comes...
Oh, here's how you fix all the problems in the game, guys. Yeah, you just quit the game. Yep. You quit the game. You play something else. It's really that easy. Hey, I'll be real, man. Play some fucking NTE when that shit comes out in June. Or even better, get a Switch 2. Play some Mario Kart World.
From the silence itself, emphasizing that while you don't have a solution yet, you're working on it and will share more when you have clear solutions would at least buy some extra time. Of course, for that to be palatable for the players, it would have required them to actually acknowledge all of the issues.
This is so
Interestingly,
fucking shitty.
while they kinda acknowledged how angry fans are over the removal of the original opening of the game, their statement on that is very awkwardly worded. Their statement focuses on the dress itself and assures us that the dress was never intended to be removed from the game. This may not be their intention here, but to me, this still reads as if the game's original opening is gone, and they just intend to smooth over the rough edges between the new one and the rest of the game. They also state that they were unable to properly refine the introduction due to technical hurdles. Frankly,
Editor, cut out what I'm about to say. Guys, that's really cool that somebody else is doing something else in another game, but do me a favor, don't promote another person's content in my stream ever again. It's incredibly disrespectful. It's also against TOS. Don't be retarded. I'm not going to ban anybody for saying that, but after I address that, hopefully that makes sense going forward. And yeah, mods, don't tolerate that shit. That's gay as fuck. Like, straight up, that is gay as fuck. Anyways, gonna continue with my stream now.
that is no excuse. This isn't an early access title. Game companies should not release shoddy, half-finished work and try to pass it off as a quality product. People who have looked through the game's files have claimed that there were hints pointing towards a couple more major map expansions before the scope of the narrative would open up to the wider multiverse. It sure sounds like their leadership drastically changed plans, and this whole mess was the inevitable result. They also mentioned some future plans, new gameplay which is actually tested before it's released, performance and stability fixes, and so on, but they led that part by saying they're expanding their cumulative top-up rewards. In other words, yet more monetization. It feels utterly bizarre that they've included this. I've seen some speculation that it's due to some whales complaining that they don't get enough in exchange for their support, while others think that it could be due to a misunderstanding of the complaints around the spending event that I mentioned earlier. But either way, an apology letter is not the time to announce new incentives for players to throw money at them. They ask for our patience and trust, but at this
Yeah, we're really sorry. Anyways, we invented all these new systems where you can give us more of your money that we definitely earned. Can you see how sorry we are? Oh, guys, hold on. Can I get a couple more $100 so I can buy tissues to wipe my tears with? This is so disingenuous.
At this point, I don't think there's much of that left. They also announced a new initiative which will provide a new way for them to...
No, this is huge, guys. I mean, this is huge. I mean, guys, I want to remind you, this video has 300,000 views in a day, and the previous video on this got over 800,000 views over 2 weeks. Like, this is a big fucking deal. Like, Infinity Nikki, I'm not kidding you, like, it's fucking cooked. Like, Dish is probably on suicide watch, man.
Collect player feedback. It's unclear.
And the problem with this is, and I'm going to be real, Sarus, I'm going to call it, yes, Sarus also calls this out, which is, and you guys will never surprise the issue that they're having. JP agrees, CN agrees, EN agrees. Can you guess what part of people who could be outspoken about this aren't doing? The content creators. The content creators are once again not talking about this issue, and that's why all views are going to Sarus, and Sarus just wants more people to talk about this issue that are happening in game, so that's why I'm here to at least spread awareness of how fucking bullshit this is. Because for some reason, and she believes that it's due to NDA and not wanting to run the company the wrong way, I'm sorry, why would you want to appease a company that's fucking over its players? Why would you want to do that? You should never fucking do that ever. Players come first every single fucking time.
Clear why this would be necessary, given that they already have customer support channels built into the game itself, plus a regular survey system with free text inputs for open feedback, and customer support via email as well. Maybe they really are looking to create a feedback cycle, which is more meaningful, but many people understandably feel that this is just a way to redirect frustrated players away from more public forums. At first glance, it doesn't look all that great. The in-game form has a limit of mere 500 characters. You can send the feedback in via email instead, but considering the scale of the issues, that limit is a really odd decision. Maybe that's just an oversight caused by copying the code from somewhere else. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, they did announce some extra compensation. 120 diamonds per day for 8 days. 8 pulls. Not even...
8 days for 8 pulls, and you got to log in every day. Yep. Got to get those player retention numbers up. Yeah, you don't get to log in once. You got to come back full swing to get this shit. That is so bullshit. Holy fuck. They want those daily login numbers so fucking bad.
In a full 10 poll. Personally, I don't care all that much about the size of the compensation offered for its own sake. I want an open acknowledgement of the issues and for them to share a clear path towards fixing all of them. However, in this kind of situation, the size of the compensation is a very clear signal for how seriously they take the complaints. Giving out so little is not a good look. And worse, the way this is worded implies that we'll have to log into the game on each of those 8 days in order to receive the compensation.
Bullshit.
That's bad enough at the best of times.
Absolutely.
Right now, it comes across as an attempt to break the girl code and get people back in the habit of logging in every day. It also feels important to highlight that a mere hour after posting this apology on their Twitter, they followed up with 8 posts about the outfits in the upcoming banners. This makes the apology look far from genuine. There's absolutely nothing about it which suggests they could not have been posted a day earlier, for example, which would have let it stand at the top of their profile for what would feel like a bare minimum amount of
Yeah, they should have pinned it. If they actually meant it, they would have fucking pinned it.
time before it got buried under all the new screenshots. While these are probably scheduled posts, that really is no excuse, and this feels like yet another subtle way the company are trying to bury the situation and act like everything
This is almost as bad as Helioverse. Not as bad as Helioverse, though.
is totally normal. As you can see, there is a lot that they did not address. Their point on the retcon was confusing at best, and aside from that, they mostly focused on the bugs and some promises to do better in the future. They didn't mention the biggest complaints many of us had, the increased
By the way, did you guys notice how not a single person here said, why do you care you don't play the game? Yet when I talk about Hoyo games, they say, why do you care you don't even play the game? Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? Yeah, you want to know why that is? Because the Hoyo community, a bunch of fucking brainwashed monkeys. Yeah, y'all get so ass hurt. Y'all get so ass hurt about everything. And that's y'all motherfuckers getting caught in 12K, brother. Yep, not a single damn person typed that shit. Yet the moment you say anything about Hoyo, why do you even care, dude? Why do you even care? Shut up! Shut up, dude! Shut up!
to pity, the awful monetization of the dying feature, the fake discount, the endgame rewards, the spending event, or even the disappearing currency and the poor response it garnered from their customer support team. Even if they fix the plague of bugs and smooth over the weird transition between the new opening and the rest of the game, and add the original outfit to the story somewhere later on, this is far from what fans are demanding, and it's nowhere near enough for people to feel that it's a viable compromise. And that's ignoring the mildly insulting way they seem to have set up the compensation to be such a low amount distributed only if you log in for a week straight. It also bears highlighting that several of the points here are explicitly against laws in numerous countries, and there is even more than that which is illegal as well. There's a post on the subreddit by SpiderB8 which covers this in great detail, and if you're
and they absolutely should be reported by everybody. I hope this game fucking end of services. Yep, I do. The players deserve better. This is complete fucking bullshit. By the way, Infinity Nikki players, if you want something that'll actually appease the same game as Infinity Nikki, just go play Astrobot. Astrobot's great, but you have to have a PS5 to have that. If you don't have a PS5, play Balatro. Balatro's great.
curious, it's well worth reading. I've included the link in the description. For example, it mentions the hidden drop rates. People have long suspected that hairs and dresses are far less likely to drop than the less desirable items, ensuring that on average, people have to spend more to get the more valuable items. Apparently, a data miner discovered the code which set those drop rates, which put hair and dresses at a little over 4%, shoes and socks at 9.5%, and accessories at all.
If that's not disclosed in the game, that is super illegal. Super illegal. Honestly, a chargeback and never play again situation, I absolutely agree.
Almost 14%. This is exactly the kind of hidden weights to tip the odds which have been explicitly regulated against in several countries, and it's absolutely wild if Infold are really doing this, or any of the other things they're accused of doing. This long overdue announcement was, unfortunately, inadequate. There's a huge gulf between what Infold are trying to do and what the fans feel would be acceptable, even for the parts that the company have addressed. And the vast majority of the issues that the fans care the most about were not mentioned at all. I also continue to find it a bit annoying that they're communicating this as from the dev team. This is a leadership issue, and the management themselves should take ownership and discuss this publicly. Sadly, there's clearly nobody there who can hold them accountable. I guess it's up to fans to keep protesting, to keep raising awareness, and to keep demanding that the company change their ways. If they
I absolutely agree. Saru's is fucking amazing. I will say this, to give you guys a little bit of a tip. Planning a day where you don't play won't do anything. Skipping 3 days on banners won't do anything. You have to quit the game until it's fixed. Right? Quit the game. Don't come back until you're happy and proud to play that game. And if you don't, you're wasting your time. Hopefully that helps, and hopefully I can spread some awareness on this bullshit that Infinity Nikki players are going through right now. And actually, hearts go out to you guys. That sucks ass. Fucking insane. It's just so beyond disappointing. Games should get banned in countries that's illegal, so they lose their player base. Also very true. Is this company making games for the first time? I'm actually not sure. Stop posting about Nick. He doesn't care. Oh yeah, I mean, just like it's like not the time or place. You know what I mean? You know, just like let him enjoy the fucking game. All right, Tectone, I'm new to your channel. Great content. Thank you, Glork Schnack, Eater of Children. That's your channel name. That is your channel name. That is wild. What the fuck? Glork Schnack, Eater of Children. Hi, Tecton. I'm new to your channel. Great content. That is fucking outrageous. Yo, welcome to the stream, man. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I know I absolutely have. As a Western ethnocentric Anglo-Saxon, I've been greatly enjoying this game. Even Grums joins in. The ADL blaming Hassan and saying he should not be platformed at Twitch is a watershed moment. Twitch never evenly enforced their TOS, has this blatant hypocrisy is going to bite them in the ass. I don't think Twitch should deplatform Hassan, but they should definitely curb a violent political or personal threats of violence, as this area is not protected free speech and clear violation of TOS. Enforce it equally or get rid of the double standard. Yeah, I think Grumps makes a great post. I do. I think he makes a great fucking post. Abso-fucking-lutely. Where? Oh, okay. I thought my post was deleted. Okay, cool. Great. Man, this photo is just so fucking hot. I want this as my desktop wallpaper, bro. That shit is so fucking hot. It's insane. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Bro, how many Nick chatters? I don't know what the fuck that means. But yeah. Anyways. ADL, the Asthma Defense League, also true. These retard mods, Lamau, get them? What? Is there something going on in my chat that I'm just like not aware of? I don't get it. Double kill. If there's people coming in my chat and harassing me and I'm not even seeing it, yo, mods, you're doing amazing. Like, dude, if I'm getting harassed right now, I don't even see it. So you guys are fucking owning. Yeah, I'm. Oh, the people who want me to watch Nick. All right, hold up. I'll pull it up right now. Let's see it. Here we go.
Right?
Oh, he's getting Kachona?
This. No! Wait, what?
Hold up. Can I call him?
The gun.
Yo, can I call you? Let me help you real quick, Nick. Let me help you and call you real quick, Nick. Bro, surely he notices. Nicholas, before you ruin your account, let me call you, you blind fuck. Oh my god.
Tectone's in chat.
Yeah.
Tectone, we got Carlotta on the first poll. Can you believe it?
That's insane.
The fourth banner? This one?
Okay, let me call this guy. Maybe he'll pick up. Maybe he'll pick up. Nicholas. Oh my god. It never makes it easy for me to find anybody on my fucking list of DMs. Okay, I gotta find him. Oh, here we go. He should be right here. Can I call him on Discord? Message. Call. Will he pick up? Hold up. Okay. Will he pick up? Yo!
Oh.
Dude, I have literal hundreds of people coming into my chat saying Nick is about to ruin his account. So what are you doing?
I just spent $300.
On what, bro?
I don't know what the fuck I just did. I spent $300 on this shit.
Okay. Oh, okay, great. Okay, on Asterite, great. What are you trying to achieve right now? You got a Carlotta?
Yeah, I just got her after $300.
Okay, I thought you got her on your first poll. What is happening?
I was lying. Now they want me to get the absolute pulsation.
Oh yeah, to get her weapon? Oh yeah, absolutely. Dude, okay, so here's the thing. So
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves is a very balanced game, and a lot of the best characters do a fuck ton of damage. Carlotta is one of those characters, but people consider Carlotta the best character in the game because of how easy it is to get her maximum potential, because this game is really fucking hard. With Carlotta, you can just turn your brain off and steamroll everything. So definitely invest in Last Dance. Oh, also, if you get Ling Yang, just delete your account.
Wait, chat. If I get Ling Yang, delete my account.
Yeah.
Did I get Ling Yang?
Yeah, he's like this little cat boy. He wears like this big cat head.
Oh, the fucking furry?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got him.
Oh, he's fucking terrible. Never use him. Never use him ever. He's fucking terrible.
All right, yeah. I got you.
The characters that you want to get are Verena. Verena is really, really, really good. She's on the standard.
Verena?
Yeah, she's on the standard banner. You can get her if you lose the 50-50.
Okay.
Kachona just came out, and she's amazing. I'd recommend getting her, but don't get her weapon. But definitely get Carlotta's weapon. It's fucking nuts.
All right, I'm gonna try to pull for absolute pulsation. I got you.
Okay, hell yeah. What else have you done so far?
I don't know. What have I done, Chad? I don't even know. I just got to the screen. I just got to be able to convene. So I've been convening.
I will also say, for Wuthering Waves, I love this game. It's probably like my third favorite gacha game right now. The story is fucking terrible until you get to Renacida. There are some highlights in like Act 3, but the first 2 acts are fucking terrible. You absolutely can skip them until you meet a character called Scar. And Scar's the fucking man. Like, Scar is the man.
Scar's the man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm not going to lie.
I just need to know, like, if you can play this game until you get to Renacida, you will fall in love. Like, it becomes insane once you get here. I don't want to spoil
the fucking
anything.
gameplay. The gameplay is awesome. Like, I fucking love the gameplay.
And see,
it's so smooth.
What's crazy is you're saying that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets fucking nuts later. I'm trying to think of a good example. It's like Luffy versus Buggy is like where you're at right now. When you could be seeing like Luffy versus Kaido. Like, that's what's coming later.
Shit, okay.
Like,
they're telling me to put you on speaker. I don't know how to fucking do that.
Well, me neither, man. Don't worry about it.
I got you. There we go.
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah. But yeah, just know that like the longer you stay in this game, the better it gets. And there's also a fishing event in the game, which I believe they made permanent. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's permanent now, right? The fishing event. Do it. It's fucking awesome. That happens in Renacida. But for real, just get to Renacida. It is fucking incredible. And I'm so glad you're playing Wuthering Waves.
Bro, I got you. Thank you.
Okay. Hell yeah,
I'm
man.
completing this game. I promise, chat, I'm not going to drop it like I drop everything else, like anime. So I got to play it through.
Well, the good news is that your chat doesn't know is that you've already played through the game entirely off stream, and now you're faking your reaction to it right now. Yeah.
My third playthrough.
Yeah, if you need any help at all, hit me up. And also, I have some great other content creators, like for example, Sarah of the Abyss and Saint Tontas, who would love to help you with anything that you need.
Man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm glad you're having fun, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, peace. Great. That makes me so happy. Hopefully that helps him. Saint cooked? What, man? I think guys, I'm sorry. And I know a lot of people don't like Saint. I like Saint. I think Saint's great. Did you see Saint? Or did you see this?
Leave this to me. Yes.
The way that she says yes just turns me on so fucking much. Is there a Japanese version of this that I can watch? Is there a Japanese version of this? Cause she's so fucking thick. Saint's a retard? No, I think he's cool. Yeah. I think he's cool, personally. I just lost video 50 and got Calcharo. Am I cooked? No, I think Calcharo's great, but the game, just give it a bit. They'll make Calcharo good. They'll do it. Puller? Yeah, no, I should. But I want to hear the Japanese version. The yes is so hot. Okay. Now the question is, do I need to continue reacting, or should I play a little bit of woo-wah? That's what I'm wondering. Do I play a little bit of woo-wah? Do I get a Kachona? I haven't played a video game in like fucking 5 streams. I haven't played a video. Chat, am I a fake gamer? Genuinely, am I a fake gamer at this point? I gotta think. Oh god, bro. Brax is gonna punish himself by doing the HSR story, bro. Jesus. Oh god, that's just, oh man, a truly a fate worse than death. I'll tell you what. We will play Woo-Wah soon. I want to react to a couple more videos. Nobody gave a fuck about Kachona. Really? Did nobody actually give a fuck about Kachona? Is that true? Is that real shit? Asmongold, the fact he did it before you speaks a lot about your gaming accolades. Wait, why are you telling me that Asmongold beating Claire Expedition 33 before me is something I should be ashamed of? Guys, Asmongold, all he does is play video games. Why would I? What? That's his whole life. That's his literal whole life. Dude, I can't believe the McDonald's worker made more burgers than you, bro. You should be ashamed. Bro, that's their job. That's their fucking job. Also, why would I be competing with Asmongold over progress in a single-player game? Like, because he started like 2 weeks after you and you beat it in like 5 streams? Well, that's because he streams for like fucking 10 hours a day. Like, what? JP version? Sure, let's say. Nah, the English version is way sexier. Yep. The English version is way sexier. Straight up. Straight up. Well, let's see here real quick. I played E33 for 2 hours of bonus every stream, and I hate how we have to even compare this. But here we go. How long was he playing E33 a day? So he played for a measly 2 hours there, and then he played for a whopping 4 hours there. Guys, this is the reason why I can't play Claire Obscure, by the way. This is what happens when people say, play a game, play a game, play a game. Play a game, play a game, play a game. Minus 30% of your viewership, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, play. Okay, play it, gone. Jesus, bro. Come on, man. Come on. You know, I'm trying to make a living out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a damn living. Game's dead, so you'll never play a game. Aware? No, I'll play a game. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Did you see the tier list for what? Pridwin tier list. Wuthering Waves. So what even is she? I don't even know what the fuck she does. You know what? I'm interested enough to where I'm down to go play right now. I don't know anything that she does at all. Let me set game. Anything that she does at all. Let's set game. Wuthering Waves. All right, cool. All right. Let's actually just go see what she does. He's playing a game. Guys, I mean, I'll be real, man. I think React is I think it's great content. I think it's fun. You know, I do think it's really fun. In Zany Team, you just use her and alt. And in the new unit, wait, hold up. In Zany Team, you just use her alt. And in the new unit team, you use her full kit. Her alt gives Frazzle. Wait, Kachona's alt gives Frazzle? Dude, I don't know what the fuck she does. Sure, I just don't. I don't know. I got no idea. I agree, but also gaming is really fun. I wish it was more consistent. Well, just know that I'm genuinely giving you guys everything. And you can ask anybody in my house from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I am always doing something. I legitimately am giving you guys as much time as I possibly fucking can. You know what I mean? Like, me streaming more would come at a detriment to either my personal relationships or my health. And I don't think that's a wise thing for me to do, right? The doors are closing in, Hassan. I know. Yep. Yep. It is not a good look, man. It is truly not a good look. She would be Cartethia's best support, so it'll be great to get her. Oh, fuck yeah. Cartethia's next patch now. Dude, isn't the live stream really soon too? Bro should have spent time finding his passport. I did find it, Jenna. I did find it. It's expired. That's what's fucked up. I found my passport and it's fucking expired. Yeah, it expired in October. Yep. Of last year. Her best team right now is Spectra, Rover, and Peeb, main DPS. Oh, okay. Does Kachona heal? Kachona weapon is crazy if you use Gian. I'm down to get her weapon. I'm usually always down to get a character's weapon in this game just because it's so easy. Everybody, oh wait, Kachona doesn't heal? Oh, fuck, man. I hate using teams with no healer because I get hit a lot. Right? I'm like a normal fucking player, man. Yeah, just don't get hit, you're fine. But I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. It's hard. Why can't I play this game? What is happening? Does this happen to everybody? What's the problem? Do we know what the problem is? 10K PC can't open WUA, true. WUA EOS, Intel CPU cooked. The drivers of NVIDIA are garbage. Bro didn't update the drivers. The problem is the error's fatal. So how do I fix it? Do I just log in again or what? I'll boot it up again. Did you find your ID? No, I can't find anything. Go to WUA properties and type in DX-11. Oh, let me try one more time. Tick run is DX11. Hold up. Yo, Gotcha King. Thank the 5 gifted, man. Thank you, bro. Okay. Can I play the game now? Wait, what the fuck? Can I actually not play this shit? This is why I don't play games, guys. Because nothing ever fucking works. I guess I'll verify integrity of the game files. Maybe that'll do something. Play it on Steam. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and verify the files. Booting up my Peeb and Gian. Yes, verify the files. Okay, I'm verifying it. We're gonna see if these are real files or not. Happen almost every patch is reinstall. Ultron and Rivals. Oh, are we actually gonna play this Ultron?
Today, the age of Ultron begins.
Oh, that's so sick.
Termination.
What the fuck?
Challenge me, you animals.
Dude, he looks amazing.
Emperor's protection.
Bro, the range of his shots is insane.
The virus takes hold.
He legit just looks like better Iron Man.
Extermination!
What the fuck?
All
That
targets
is so
eliminated.
sick! I'm glad they put Emma Frost on there, thank God. Yeah, I'll be real, man. They need to make more thick women in the game because, the amount of porn that came out for Emma Frost was insane. And then how do you do the DX11 thing? So to do it, is it this dash DX11? That makes it run as DX11, right? Does anybody know? Iron Man's code? Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Launcher. Yeah, there's launch options now. Yep. Okay, great. All right, we'll try this now. We verified everything we put in DX11. Hopefully this works. Hopefully. Dun 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 dun. Bro, why you play on Steam? I guess Steam's usually just easier. Okay, let's say. And. Da, 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 da. You guys get if it doesn't work, I'm just quitting, right? And we're all cool with that? I'm not dealing with this. All right, cool. Anyways, take me out of Wuthering Waves. Yeah, I don't really want to like do a troubleshooting stream. You know, like what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you if your NVIDIA drivers are updated? Oh, this sounds like a lot of fun. NVIDIA. You're tracking if I update my NVIDIA drivers on stream, it's gonna blow up the stream, right? Like if I boot it up on this shit, like it's gonna blow up everything. Yeah, uninstall and reinstall. Oh my god. Yeah, that just like doesn't sound like a fun thing to do. New GeForce Game Ready driver released Monday, May 19th. New drivers came out 3 days ago, which means unless you download this, your entire PC's bricked. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, just do it. Don't even need to update NVIDIA drivers. Just re-download the WooWah client off Steam and worry about it later. All right. Wuthering Waves download. Download Wuthering Waves on PC. So I guess I'm just not going to play on Steam. All right. We'll re-download the base client and we'll just say fuck Steam. Yeah, maybe Steam WooWah got problems. 2 hours I play on WooWah client was working. Yeah, let me just re-download on the PC. That's not how it works. I doubt getting the driver would fix shit. A new driver being released doesn't break previous drivers yet. Yeah, but people thinks it does. All right, I've re-downloaded the base game. And I'm going to call the shortcut the version that actually fucking works. Look at us go, man. Warp speed. This is big. This is big. Download. 50 gigabytes. Great. Steam. Wuthering Waves. Properties. How the fuck do you uninstall this shit? Manage. Uninstall. Get the fuck off my PC. Great. Amazing. It's really that easy. Okay, awesome. And now look at this. We'll have this shit downloaded in a measly 15 minutes. We're all good. All right, cool. Great. Easy peasy. He's quitting WooWah? Yeah, true, man, true. He quit WooWah. Yeah, also very, very, very true. All right, let's react to a little bit more. So, Sweet Baby Inc. A lot of you guys might be unfamiliar with this shit, but have you noticed how women have stopped being attractive in video games? Have you noticed how all video game dialogue is now very woke and very progressive, and they force narratives into games where they are completely immersion breaking because they make no sense? Kind of like that one clip from Dragon Age. Editor, please include the part where the Dragon Age Dragon Girl comes out as fucking non-binary, where this is. Well, the reason why all that is due to this wonderful piece of shit company called Sweet Baby Inc. And apparently they just got exposed big time. So let's see what everybody's most hated shit stain of a company's up to this time.
Exactly what many people suspected. And now we have some definitive evidence proving that they are a state-funded organization backed by Canadian governments, all brought to us by Master of the TDS and his wife writing Raven, and an incredible report from
You know it's bad when they're Canadian.
Their YouTube channel, Gothic Therapy. They have just dropped an absolute
pathetic
bombshell report.
Not only are they woke and progressive, but they're also Canadian? I'm out.
Exposing Sweet Baby Inc. as a massive Canadian government-created propaganda organization. And man, that's a mouthful. And wow, is anyone really surprised that behind the scenes, this little humble company that's supposed to just be narrative design and injecting some assistance and consultancy in the game industry, really at the end of the day, got set up by the Canadian government. What's going on,
No.
guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I saw this video recently from Master of the TDS, so massive shout out to him and his wife, Writing Raven, on their channel, Gothic Therapy, discussing a bombshell report of the consultancy agency, Sweet Baby Inc.,
That's
and
not
how
good.
their origin story of them just working behind the scenes to inject a little bit of assistance with writing stories, really at the end of the day, is complete.
And by what Sweet Baby, in their words, assistants writing stories, what they mean is completely obliterating narrative and immersion and all world building by forcing everything to be a woke progressive ad for saying society needs to change when in reality it's just fucking fine the way it is.
BS. This was a government op from day one.
What Sweet Baby Inc. essentially makes their motto is, our mental illness is your responsibility. It's fantastic.
And they got the receipts to prove it.
Really?
Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check
I felt like I was back in 1987 with that YouTube intro. That was insane.
out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down Gothic Therapy's massive expose on Sweet Baby Inc. And I know we've talked about them a lot before on this channel, but this one might be the biggest one yet.
Sweet Baby Inc. calls itself a narrative development studio, one that helps marginalized voices
Yeah, they call themselves that. What everybody else calls them is a piece of garbage.
tell their stories in games. But in reality, it's a smokescreen. Not just for what they do, but for how they began.
What all started out as this humble so-called narrative development studio aimed at supposedly elevating marginalized voices, read forcibly inject DEI into the video game industry.
The problem with voicing marginalized voices and DEI, which is essentially, if you don't know what DEI is, it's like forced diversity, is that it immersion breaks a lot of video games that are attempting to recall history and retell history in an accurate way. Where, let's say, World War I, there'd be a war in World War I, and where in actual history is a lot of white men on the front lines. They'll make it like half man and half woman, and there's Mexicans and there's Asians and there's Indians and there's blacks, and it's just like, okay, well, inclusivity is fine, but forced inclusivity is fucking terrible. Listen, this all started with companies and businesses saying, we need more inclusivity in our offices and our workspaces. We need to hire more blacks. We need to hire more Mexicans. Guys, I'll be real. You know who we need to hire more? People who do the job right. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're Mexican. I don't care if they're white. Whoever does the job the best should get the fucking job. But saying, this black guy is really good at his job, but you know what? We need more whites, so he's not going to get the job, and we're going to push Pete from accounting to get a promotion. It makes no sense. It's so fucking dumb.
Might have actually been something far more sinister all along. According to Gothic Therapy's latest
Yeah, Netflix shows what a video game company. Exactly.
investigation, Sweet Baby Inc.'s founding story isn't just misleading, but it may actually be a complete fabrication entirely.
What a
Their
shock.
video titled The End of the Sweet Baby Lie, hidden founder and built by the government, uncovers far more than what anyone could have ever imagined in what looks to be a government-backed organization that tries to position themselves as some small boutique studio humbly in Montreal, Canada, that's just trying to, do their thing and work.
By the way, what's really apropos about Montreal, it's the only place I've ever been denied service because I spoke English. Yeah, I went into a gas station and the guy says, my then wife translated, and she said, if you don't speak French, I'm not serving you. So this to me is very ironic. I thought Montreal was fucking garbage for the part that I visited, but I'm very anti-Canada after my experience. I lived in Ontario. It was a fucking shithole. There are some very nice places in it, absolutely. I'm saying my experience. I lived in like the fucking ghetto crack streets. It was bad as fuck. But anyways, I love America. Still love Canada. It's great. But just not as good as America. The freest country on earth, brother. I'm just fucking with y'all.
in the game industry. And don't look any deeper into all our information, because this figurehead of Kim Belair that is this marginalized CEO on the surface really is just a figurehead that got put in place, because behind the scenes, this is something far worse.
It's all a lie. Not just the mission statement, not just the smiling PR, the whole thing.
Do you like any other country? Yeah, I think Germany's cool. I think Japan's cool. I think China's cool. I think Korea's cool. I think Mexico's cool. No, I think Australia's cool. No, I don't really have anything against any country whatsoever. Unless they stepped on American soldier and tried to hurt our citizens. Nah, I really don't got any issue with any other country in general. Because you can't damn an entire country as a whole, right? Obviously, there's always going to be outliers, and obviously, you can't judge an entire country by a couple of bad experiences you had in it, right? It's all just memes. I'm just fucking around because I'm a dickhead.
From the first sentence of their mission statement to the founder they tried to scrub from history.
Everything you've been told about Sweet Baby Inc. was constructed deliberately. And tonight, we're tearing that construction down.
I will say, bro, I'm such a gooner because even this model is so fucking hot. Like, what is wrong with me, man? Like, Jesus, bro, DEI and fucking Netflix would never allow this fucking model to fly in fucking current media.
That construction down.
While their initial story stars David Bedard, Kim Belair, and Adrienne McGill coming together to found Sweet Baby Inc. in 2018, Gothic Therapy found official filings that tell an extremely different story.
And the man behind both vanished. No interviews, no credits, not a single mention on SBI's website.
And for someone listed as a vice president, director, and shareholder on day one, that's not silence.
That's erasure.
A mysterious man by the name of Terrence Jason Huberts was actually listed as vice president, director, and shareholder from the very beginning.
What
and of course, oddly, he was erased from the records nearly 1 year later with absolutely no explanation.
In October 2019,
damn, bro, they Thanos
his ass. Corporation, Sweet Baby submitted a correction to their corporate filings, one that removed Terrence Jason Huberts entirely.
He got corrected?
And reassigned his shares to Kim Belair retroactively.
And I haven't been able to find anybody that's heard anything about this guy previously.
That's not a correction. That is a cover-up.
They didn't just update the paperwork, they rewrote the past. So anyone checking later would only see the version they wanted.
And he got
and
the pass.
Sweet Baby Inc. on the surface clearly wants people not to know anything about this guy, so they cover everything up, put Kim Belair's name instead of his, and then erase the history that used to be there.
And the only thing left? A footnote saying he was there for a single day.
The cover-up going on here is pretty clear. Sweet Baby Inc. filings were retroactively changed to assign all of Hubert's shares to Kim Belair, painting her as somehow the sole founder in the media narratives. But if you think that's crazy, it gets even crazier.
It sounds like we got a rat.
Because digging even deeper into the receipts that Gothic Therapy found, they traced this Terrence Jason Huberts back to Terry Huberts, a former British Columbia legislator and government official who served in the late 80s and early 90s. In the archived interviews, he mentions how he had a son named Jason, and everything they talk about adds up to something pretty peculiar. The same very rare name, the same name of a son, everything connecting the dots to the point of Gothic Therapy stating,
"We ran the numbers. Factoring in the name rarity, generational naming, and the sweet math, the odds of this being a coincidence are 1 in 100 million.
Now, we're not saying it's definitely the same man.
But if it's not, then somehow Canada has 2 people named Terrence Jason Huberts. One a corporate ghost, and one a retired politician who publicly mentioned having a son named Jason.
But it goes even deeper than this. Terry Huberts once authored a government framework to embed private contractors into public systems.
The same Terry Huberts who once designed frameworks for embedding private contractors into public systems.
The names match, the dates match, the suite numbers match, and the math does not lie.
And to top all this off,
it spells disaster for you and sacrifice, Samoa Joe.
The Therapy also discovered that the company had registered an alternate corporate name, Design Sweet Baby, filed on the same exact day as Sweet Baby Inc. But why would you create a lifeboat? Was this supposedly a backup plan in case the first one fell through and didn't work out? I mean, I can't think of another reason why you do that, but hey, I guess at this point we can just make some guesses.
How does the rabbit hole go deeper?
There is one last thing that you should see. Because Sweet Baby Inc., it doesn't just have one name.
We found an alias. Design Sweet Baby, filed on the same day, quiet, unlisted, and never explained.
Why register a second name unless you're planning for a lifeboat?
Filed in advance, in case the first identity couldn't stay afloat.
But if that was the plan, it failed. Because now we see it.
This revelation here challenges everything we've been told about how Sweet Baby Inc. came to be. And why shouldn't it? It's not like anyone should believe a damn thing this company spews. The curated image of a small, progressive, grassroots team fighting for diversity in games looks more and more like, in the end...
Well, they're not fighting for diversity. They're forcing diversity in places where it doesn't fucking belong. That's why I was so glad there was a mod that would detect every single game that Sweet Baby Inc. actually took a part in and just blacklisted it from Steam. It was fucking amazing.
It was just this well-funded facade, backed by state-funded resources and stealth influences to push a government agenda and propaganda of diversity using video games as the avenue to pursue it. Pair this all with how journalists have handled Sweet Baby Inc. and coddled them and tried to make sure that they've been enabled and protected the entire time that they have existed. It's gotta make you wonder what's going on behind the scenes. One particular journalist that stands out in all of this is Alyssa Mercante, someone who used...
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus. If you guys don't know who this is, just watch my video on her. I don't even feel like talking about this fucking chick. Oh my God. Dude, she put out like 2 hit pieces on me yesterday, and it was so funny because she can't get to anybody that actually matters to me, right? Like her audience, I was never, like, that's the thing with people canceling us. Me and this person share 0 audience, right? So she can't say anything online that's going to fuck me at all. It doesn't, right? She's just a lolcow of the community that everybody gets to fucking poke fun at. And people will always watch this person as well. However, her mental health is so unstable that she'll probably be the end of her own demise. This is, oh my God, she's so fucking dumb, it's insane.
Used to write for Kotaku.
Well, is it a girl or is it a guy? It's one of them. I don't fucking know. It's one of them.
And had an article titled "Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do..."
And she's a groupie for Hassan, so that should just tell you everything you need to know about her.
What you think they do, and it is a full hit piece on gamers, fully defending Sweet Baby Inc. the entire time.
They're
and when
both
I dared
okay.
question
Great.
that article,
She's
she
a hybrid.
lost her mind, and that has now progressed to
Gas
I am
and
being
electric.
sued by her. And I can't help but think that kind of struck a nerve, almost like these people have a lot to hide, and they don't like people looking into them. Why would that be? This isn't even a conspiracy anymore. We now have the fact-based receipts, thanks to Gothic Therapy putting it all out there, with the evidence-backed, document-supported investigation done magnificently. And it all begs the question, how many more studios or consultancy agencies are out there secretly being propped up to push political or ideological agendas under the guise of storytelling and narrative design in video games, when in reality, no! It's not that at all. They want to use video games as the avenue to push their screwed up agenda. Which
It's insane. I also want to remind everybody, this is the company that believes that beautiful people can't exist. I want to remind everyone that fantasy is supposed to be exactly that. Fantasy. Nobody wants to play a game where we're forcing political agendas unless it's immersive for the world. People want to play as attractive men. People want to play games as attractive women. Nobody wants to go into a video game and play a game that's more depressing than real life, because real life is depressing enough as it fucking is.
Which is exactly what
these are people who's like essentially vampire stuff. Oh, you're having fun? Not on my watch.
Why gamers have pushed back so hard against them since day one. I also find it interesting how Sweet Baby Inc. uses this whole, oh, gamers are conducting a harassment campaign against us as a shield from criticism and any kind of...
It's not a harassment game. It's video gamers letting the developers know that, hey, we don't want this shit. That's not harassment. That's the fucking truth. That's called feedback, brother.
Investigation as to what they're actually doing, which is what the gamers have been looking into, and they keep calling that harassment. And it's not, which ironically is the same thing that Alyssa Mercante keeps saying again.
It's the same thing where people say, oh man, Tectone shit talk me, Tectone shit talk me. I don't shit talk people. I tell the truth about people. Now, if that comes off bad for you, that's your own damn fault that your actions when they're talked about make you look like shit. That's not on me, brother.
And everyone else that says anything about her, when she spews lies about gamers, the game industries, or the game that she's covering, and people try to call it out, she says it's harassment. It's not. It's kind of curious how both these entities continue to use that shield of harassment to try to evade any kind of criticism. And none of this even touches on the fact that one of the former employees of Sweet Baby Inc. that's no longer there, Chris Kindred, called my old job trying to get me fired, calling me a racist and all these other horrible things on a message they left, which was unhinged as hell. And
I feel so bad for real racists these days, people who actually do hate people based on the color of their skin, because now everybody's just called racist, and it really makes the real racist just feel really underappreciated, and it's hard for them to stand out in today's society.
Employee of Sweet Baby Inc. got so mad at a
Hearts in the chat to all the real racists out there, guys.
YouTuber that they looked into where they worked, tried to find out, and tried to get them fired from their job. Now again, Chris Kindred no longer works at Sweet Baby Inc. after that phone call took place.
This is
and
so
I'd
sad.
like to think Sweet Baby Inc. learned something from that entire situation, but ultimately, the more I find out about this company, the more it seems like they lash out at anyone that tries to do any kind of digging, which makes me feel like they definitely have something to hide, because this is not a normal way for anyone to be reacting about anything. Again, huge shout out to Gothic Therapy for bringing this to everyone's attention, because holy crap, even though a lot of us probably assumed that there was something to do with the government backing them,
Finally, someone speaking out for me. Yeah, man, I got you.
Entire time, there was never any kind of evidence or proof of it until this damning report came out with the information they provided. And I got a feeling there's going to be a lot more that comes out of this now that this has been discovered. Almost feels like the tip of the iceberg in a way.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure Sweet Baby Inc. isn't too happy that this got out there. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com.
I'll be real. This is only the beginning, and I'll be following all of this shit because I want to see that company burn to the ground. What a fucking joke. Like, comment, subscribe. Great video, JT. That was dope. That feels so good. Hopefully justice will be coming for them very swiftly. Great. All right, now let's try Wuthering Waves. Can I now play this game? Can I now play this game? It's so over. Tekalia, what's this? That's a great game.
Riz is basically short for charisma.
Got it.
And that's a verb as well.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Let's see some opinions.
I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look.
Wow.
Hi, and welcome to the channel.
Wow. Bro, what?
Un café con leche, por favor.
Oh my God.
Sure.
It's so good.
Yo, 3, it's the one for me, it's the one you need, you'll see.
It's indistinguishable. That is legit indistinguishable.
And
Brandon.
I wasn't saying all kobolds are bad and stinky, just the ones from Goblin Town.
And it's true. It's true.
When I made that comment, I wasn't saying all kobolds are bad and stinky, just the ones from Goblin Town.
The sum of the squares of the two shorter sides is equal to the square of the longest side.
This is crazy.
Oh, check my neck.
I'm the giraffe, yo, and I am so tall.
You're just a round, dumpy little ball.
This is crazy.
At upscale conf, everything's said and ready.
I can't tell what's AI and not AI anymore, man. I just can't tell. Jesus. Dude, that's crazy. I know some people are really afraid of it. I think it's awesome, dude. I genuinely do. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to see what AI videos we will fall for on the internet. They're like doom posty as fuck. That's so funny. By the way, if you're new here, make sure to follow me on YouTube and Twitch. That would be fantastic. All right, can we boot this shit up? The porn is going to be insane. True, dude. Nami getting banged by all the straw hat pirates. Bukkake. Gonna be nuts. Dude. What is happening? Oh my God. Okay, I will launch with DirectX. Why can I not play this fucking game? Bro, why can I not play this fucking game? There's no way. There's no way it's this difficult. Can you not see the horrors of AI? Yeah, sure I can, but I mean, I feel like the good things that come out of it much more outweigh the negatives. Can I play the fucking game? For the love of God, buggering waves.